Okay. What's up, everybody? Yeah. Mark Terry's gonna lose. He's gonna lose. So I issued Mark Terry a challenge. Who can eat 10 cheeseburgers, 10 minutes? Winner takes undefeatable title forever and ever and ever. All bragging rights till the end of time. Okay? No one can beat me. What's up, everybody? My eyes died. My eyes have died. So here's what happened. Last night, Carlos came in and said something about a Japanese Mexican restaurant, right? And I'm like, okay, that can't exist. No, it does. And so I put it out, right? That's facts. I put it out, and then Mark Terry's like, she doxed my job. Really? How was I supposed to know Carlos was being serious? I don't, you know what I mean? Like Japanese Mexican restaurant. Whoever fucking heard of a Japanese Mexican restaurant? Nobody until now. Thank you, Karen. I didn't know it was real. They're very unprofessional at this establishment. Now I know why Mark Terry works there.
El patrón Rochester.
Hola, Gonichiwa. When's the next time Mark Terry's singing? They hung up on me. Never. They hung up on me. Now I know why Mark Terry can sing there, because they're mean. Yeah. I did not know they were real. Carlos always says some crazy shit. Yeah, true. That's the truth. Okay. I thought Carlos was kidding. Well, I found out he was actually true. All right. And then Mark Terry's mad at me. He said, Trader Stock's my job. How was I supposed to know there was such a thing as a Japanese Mexican restaurant with a bar? Okay, with a bar. What's up, everybody? How was I supposed to know that was real? That's not my fault. That was a setup from jump. Okay, setup. So hashtag blame fucking Carlos. Okay. So welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. Yesterday was packed full. Today will be just the same. Yes, it's real, Peach. It's half Japanese, half Filipino restaurant. They serve jalapenos. No, he's a karaoke singer, Mr. Nobody. He's a karaoke. Thank you, degenerate. He's a karaoke singer, and I doxed his employment. Okay. Yeah, they should live stream. I mean, Japanese, Mexican, and then karaoke. Like, what could go wrong? I'm telling you. And he plays the guitar. Okay, avian guy. That is true. Mark Terry plays the guitar, sings. He has a record contract with Atlantic. Mr. Nobody, because Mark Terry said so. Come on, Mr. Nobody. Everything they say is absolutely true. Okay? Everything they say is absolutely true. I dox their employment. I talk about their, dead relatives. I'm the problem. And they're sitting on millions of views. And this is the problem. What else? I mean, you name it. I have challenged Mark Terry to a cheeseburger eating competition. Hey, Truth Seeker. What's up, everybody? And I will win. I will keep my undefeatable title. 10 cheeseburgers, 10 minutes. Whoever can eat the most wins. Yes, we are the problem. if you do not go along with what the leaders say and do and accept it as is, you are the problem. Okay. If you find fault for discussing really sensitive topics and slandering them and fucking with people and, yes, you do, Mr. Nobody. A Japanese Mexican, okay? Japanese Mexican guitar anime, okay? All right. Is this real life, people? Is this fucking real life? Like, yesterday, 3.5 hours, right? It was full on LARP. It was fucking LARPing at LARPville, right? It was one LARP after one LARP after one. Yeah, it's dressed like Elvis. That'll trigger Ernie. One LARP after one LARP after one. Hey, Steve. 3.5 hours of LARPville. Okay, we even had Mark Terry fucking LARPs. He was gonna bring Trump on. I feel like if you sit next to Ernie, you just say some weird shit. I really think that's, Hey, Ginge. So, before we get into full-on LARPville, let me grab this. All right, so everybody lost their minds a little bit when Degenerate was challenged to get a FOIA. Listen, I see it differently. I see it idiot by association. I see it way differently. Especially now, sitting through, putting all these things together. We have more professional proof. All right, Genevieve, that Ernie is a liar. I went into, like I said, I'm not giving my opinion on too much. There's a couple things that are my opinion. But I'm just showing you LARP after LARP after LARP after LARP. And then Degenerate came through with these FOIAs. And so far, oh shit. Now I'm just showing everything. All right. August 18th at approximately 6:19 p.m., I responded to a call regarding a subject named Ernest Max Shell. Upon arrival, contact was made with the reporting party, Debo, who expressed concerns about Mr. Shell's behavior and statements. The reporting party indicated that on Wednesday, August 14th, 2024, at around 1:19 p.m., Mr. Shell was being dropped off at a Greyhound bus stop on Cattleman Road in Sarasota, Florida. She explained Mr. Shell was traveling north, possibly to South or North Carolina, to get a chip activated in his brain to be normal. On the day in question, the reporting party drove Mr. Shell to the Greyhound bus station. Like I said, I went into this thinking, what the fuck? And now I actually feel like this is pretty fucking on point. Like this, I feel more now that this really actually happened in its entirety than just like the killing President Trump thing, the brain chip thing. I'm like, nah, right? No. Okay. At this point in time, going through, putting everything in a spreadsheet, I feel that I'm telling you what, I feel more inclined to believe every fucking word of this document than ever before. Okay? Hey, everybody. I'm telling you what, because like I said, as I'm picking things apart, and I've got a couple of timestamps more to play because we're just to her taking Ernie to the bus stop. So I figure we'll pull out the FOIA, we'll read through the FOIA, and then we'll go from there. Because, I believe that, and again, this is just my opinion, which I'm trying not to give much of. I'm more inclined to believe this than when I started. When I started, I thought 90% of this was a LARP or like just something. But then I'm going back through these lives and I'm like, wait a minute. He's saying little things to keep this going. Like he's going to be in a laboratory. And you know how it happens in laboratories. Like, what? And that just happens to be after he was fighting with Debo, right? So we got full-on LARP mode today. I did not sleep very well, so my eyes are not working. And I am so tired. All right. Mr. Shell made a concerning statement about planning to kill President Trump after undergoing a procedure to have a brain chip activated in North or South Carolina. The reporting party was alarmed and questioned Mr. Shell, who then laughed off the comment. The complainant stated Mr. Shell was not under the influence of drugs or alcohol at the time of the statement, explained he appeared to be very serious about his statement. The reporting party mentioned Mr. Shell did not elaborate or say how he was planning on killing President Trump. The reporting party provided 2 phone numbers they believed to be associated with Mr. Shell, as well as a date of birth. She also mentioned that Mr. Shell goes by the nickname Michael Keechum. So who the fuck is Michael Keechum? Okay? We need to do a deep dive on who the fuck is Michael Keechum. Laboratory. What's up, everybody? So yeah, I'm going to put my thoughts together and figure out who the fuck Michael Keechum is. I wish also that it gave the name that, well, I'll get there when I'm ready. The reporting party said Mr. Shell was going to meet up with his female friend, unknown name, at which he calls her by the letter M. So also, as I was going through timestamping, I'm pretty sure I got this one in the list. He's going on and on and on about trolling maybe Jimbo with the lady with the letter. So there's so many things that match that Ernie not just pulled this shit on Debo, Ernie put this shit on YouTube to troll others, right? The reporting party explained Mr. Shell told her the female is New York Attorney General's daughter from the RNC. We all know what that means. The complainant stated she could be contacted if more information was needed, but did not know Mr. Shell's whereabouts since he did not have an address or a specific place where he could be. She did mention that Mr. Shell had mentioned something about going to Pennsylvania, but was unsure. The reporting party said Mr. Shell could possibly give his location through his YouTube channel. Mr. Shell was believed to be under the impression that someone from Kentucky was pursuing him since he has family there and won't go back to Kentucky. It's unknown the exact location in Kentucky. During the interview, the reporting party disclosed that her and Mr. Shell were part of a group called Predator Hunter, which aims to identify and report pedophiles online and is the only type of association she had with them. The reporting party detailed her involvement in the group and her reasons for associating with Mr. Shell, who claimed to have stage 4 liver cancer. She explained she is not friends with nor family with Mr. Shell, but allowed him to come over because he did not have a place to stay and was currently on the run. Note, the complainant also advised Mr. Shell takes medication for PTSD and mental disorder since he used to work for the government. The complainant also mentioned she traveled with him to New York between July 30th, which we can totally substantiate. We did that last night. We had the notes from the supplemental report, which is this, on the timestamp, and it totally lines up. Like everything freaking lines up with what happened when she called the police. This we didn't even put together till way later. But reading back through the FOIA, looking at everything in order the entire month and a half before, it all led up to this moment. So like I said, I went into this like, what? This is wild. And then the more I like deep dive through each and every live, the more I was like, what the fuck? All right. The complainant also mentioned she traveled with him to New York between July 30th and August 6th to visit the Trump Tower buildings, which was when he told her he used to work there. The complainant stated she found it to be odd when he told her he was there to obtain surveillance footage for the RNC. And again, this call was on 8/14 2024 at 1:19. I'm sorry, August 18th. August 18th. Okay. I cannot read today. I am so freaking tired. All right. The complainant provided a sworn written statement reflecting the incident. This report will be forwarded to proper jurisdictional agency in charge. Teletype was also sent via Northport Police Dispatch to Metropolitan Police Department in Washington, D.C. CIU was also contacted and took over the investigation. For more pertinent information, this incident was captured via my body-worn Axon camera. This incident was reported in the city of Northport, Sarasota County, Florida. So I scroll down here, again, August 18th, 2024, and I kind of showed this the other day. And this is August 18th at approximately 20:40 hours. I was requested to respond to the Northport Police Department in regard to this investigation. At approximately 21:30, I arrived at the Northport Police Department, spoke with Police Officer Ramirez, who informed me of the facts and circumstances of this incident. Officer Ramirez and I responded to blank and interviewed Debo. Ms. Pequeño had said that she dropped off Ernie at the Bee Ridge Road and Cattleman Road Greyhound bus station on Wednesday, August 14, 2024 at approximately 1:30. At approximately 1:10, while driving to the bus station, Ms. Pequeño said Mr. Shell had said he was going to North Carolina to have the chip in his head reactivated, and then he was going to kill President Trump. Debo additionally said that he laughed off the comment when questioned about it and did not mention anything further about a plan to carry out the act or provide any other information. Debo did not have any information regarding the bus ticket he had purchased, only said he took a backpack with him, still has property at her residence. Debo had said she's known Mr. Shell for approximately 3 years and had met online through a group called Predator Hunter. Mr. Shell has been staying with her on and off for the last few months and said he sometimes goes by the name of Michael Keechan. Mr. Shell active YouTube account, which he actively live streams from with the username of Lightning Tiger USA, and a Facebook Lightning Tiger Ernest Shell. Debo additionally said they both taken a trip to New York City, July 30th, 2024 to August 6, 2024, and had visited Trump Tower, and Mr. Shell spent approximately 2 hours inside Trump Tower when they visited and then made comments about collecting surveillance while there. Additionally, Mr. Shell has made statements in the past about working security in Washington, D.C. on January 6th and working security for Kyle Rittenhouse. And we all know that the Capitol Police worked security during January 6th, and we all know that the Sheriff's Department worked security for Kyle Rittenhouse, except for Kyle Rittenhouse himself and the family, and all of those people were inside the courtroom. And they took them out the back. They did not go out the front. And there was no media security. There was only the sheriff's office. But anyways, Debo did not know of any firearms owned by Mr. Shell, but said he owned several knives. All right. I have forwarded all information regarding this incident to Special Agent Camp Secret Service. This ends my involvement in this case. So now we can go back and look. Where's the Secret Service one? This is later. One second. Okay, I'll go over to this one. So this is the other FOIA. And it's just more Secret Service. This isn't what I'm looking for. Let me go back to this page. I pulled it up just the other day. Might have just been this one. Okay. So this one right here says, specifically, I have forwarded all information regarding this incident to Special Agent Camp Secret Service. This ends my involvement. All right. Now we've got a couple days where I put the trolling. Renee was trolling, blame Katie. Ernie says he's a party animal. Shows woman in a hotel room crawling on the floor. And then what happened on Mama T. So we'll get to the Secret Service, but see where I just made a little note right in here. And then we can just keep going forward. I just wanted to read through that. And now, so we're going to jump back 2 days. But I just wanted to get through a few pages of that for you. And so this is going to take us back in time to 8/16 when Ernie was on the bus. So right here, I played 8/14. Ernie's on the bus. This is 2 days later. He gets off the bus, but I think it was Renee and Charlie that went live on his channel. So this is where we're going to start.
I'm not as obsessed as you are. The people that you call Ernie Simps are the people obsessed with fucking Ernie morning, noon, and night.
Oh, my foot's asleep.
And Katie,
Kate,
blame Katie, I trolled you.
shout out.
Ernie didn't get picked up. And Ernie's not going to jail.
So I time-stamped that part because how fucking funny is it that this was 8/16? He literally gets arrested in 10 days. So that's literally the only reason. So your troll actually turned into karma, Renee Marie. So maybe you shouldn't troll anymore. Okay, moving forward.
Oh, good morning, everybody. Good morning.
Remember, now I want to show you. Oh my gosh, my foot is asleep. That he tells Debo, I just read it to you. She puts him on the bus. What's up, cheeky monkey? Yeah, only the tiger's live. Ow, my whole foot's asleep. She puts him on the bus. He looks at her and he says, I'm going to, you know what, President Trump. They're going to reactivate my brain chip. And imagine how weird the tension was after that conversation. And then, like y'all mentioned, when she was telling that to the police. But imagine that's your last conversation with this delusional little fuck. And after... For real. And after playing day by day, LARP by LARP, it's absolutely believable at this point. Because really nothing's off limits to this person. Nothing. Absolutely nothing is off limits. So, imagine, okay, at this point in time, Debo has no idea about the HIV. She just knows she dropped him off at a bus station. He said, I'm going to get an operation on my brain chip, and then I'm going to, you know what, to the president. And then he cams up after the bus. He's gone for 2 days. And then he cams up doing this.
Oh, God. Oh, Lord. It's a rough morning. It's been a rough morning. Rough night, rough morning. For some reason, I had 3 maids and went down to 2. Or housekeepers or whatever they're called. I don't know. God bless. Maybe I'm just a party animal, guys. Oh, hell, the party animal anymore. Oh, God. Morning, everybody. Morning. Oh, God. What a morning. What a morning. I'm telling you, it's been crazy. Crazy night last night. I had a good night last night. A real good night. Oh.
Now, this is later in the same live. This is creepy. Y'all remember when he did this weirdo shit? Showing that woman crawling across the floor. Like, what kind of creepy pervert does that? Oh, Ernie Shaw. That's who. This is why I totally believe that he peed on Debo. I'm not kidding. I didn't really believe it at first, but literally, the more I went through, I do believe he peed on
Anyway, 40 hails.
Hey, NSC.
You can't take them anywhere. I tell you. You can't take them anywhere. Lord.
Yeah, whores belong on the floor. That is a true fact. Okay, so now, all right. Same day this cam up happens, Ernie has left Debo's for 2 days now. Then Mama T goes live.
This is for the people. This is all we have to say about what has happened. We are moving away from the fighting and the drama. We are walking away.
Allegedly, I do not have the clip for that, but I know a lot of people heard it as well. Like I said, I only went to November. I just grabbed all the clips I could find where I could show that Debo never said the word rape. And that when we got the FOIA, that's when alarm bells started going off, because I'm like, oh shit, that happened. That happened. I remember that happening, right? And then so I went ahead and put this whole fucking spreadsheet together, and I was like, oh my God, I believe 90% of this now. I believe 90% of this at this point in time. So 8/16/2024, Mama T goes live. This is actually the part 2. She had connection issues, part 1. Thanks, Mr. Nobody. And her connection issues, she restarted, and then she goes live to read this letter and plays a song.
I'm going to read this, then I'm going to play a video.
Hey, Sugar Pie.
This is for the people. This is all we have to say.
Yeah, that's about it. And like we said, we can't prove that. I don't know. You know what I mean? They only know what happened. But I know Debo never called him a rapist that I can find. I'll say for sure, between when it happened, when he left, and November, I cannot find it at all. Used the R word. So I can't make, there's so many lives. But I feel pretty confident that 99% she never used the R word anywhere. Just like with other situations where people attributed the R word to a situation. We're just repeating the same. It's a way to slander this person and say, oh, she's running around saying I R'd her when she didn't say that. And then you totally, well, if you don't believe her on this one thing, you don't believe her on everything. Well, she never said that, just like they did to me with Chris Miller. Never called him a pedophile, never attacked the fucking weirdo.
About what has happened. We are moving away from the fighting and the drama. We are walking away from Ernie for good this time. We will not support this toxic behavior any longer. So to our supporters, we apologize to you all for all the hurt that has happened and us. Oh God, I lost my spot. For all that has happened in the last 3 years. And us supporting the toxic behavior. You can't be loyal to someone who has no loyalty to you and doesn't value your friendship or you as a person at all. It will only hurt you. Please value your worth, everyone, and don't make the same mistakes we made. Support who you want to support, watch who you want to watch, and have fun. Sincerely, the real OG Tigers. To watch and have
So, spoiler alert, she plays the song Independence Day. Okay? All right, moving right along. All right, we have made it to 8/16. Ernie cams up again. Thinks he's Rico Suave.
Thank you. I appreciate that. A lot of money spent on this.
Yeah.
So that's all I'm gonna say. It does look pretty good, though. I have to admit, it does look good. Looks really good. Excellent.
Oh my
Thank
God!
you. Appreciate it.
I get it. Yeah. So people attributed Debo to acting like a scorned lover, right? Which everybody, titled to their opinion. But this is the same day. I'm a wild, wild one and just looking for some fun. So he cans up pretending he's with hookers or strippers and they're crawling across the floor and he's talking about being a party animal, had a wild night, even though he's got 3 types of cancer and he's dying in 8 months, right? And then he cans up like this, right? He's pulling off the dimple and like trying not to push his cheek to make the dimple, the weird shit he does. So in my opinion, there was some type of something, some type of, ooh, look at me. Now, he's just laid on Devo's couch for 2 months. 2 months. She served him like, I don't want to call her names, but God, she was like this slave, right? And waited on him hand and foot. In fact, she says that. I've got it timestamped. So, I mean, this is the give and take, right? I feel like he acts like he's 12 years old and he'll never stop acting. I feel like that's where he's stunted, maybe 11 or 12. I guess maybe 14 for Kentucky. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. You never know, tell you.
Mm-hmm. I'd be pissed. I'd be like, really? You couldn't move at my house. You couldn't clean up after yourself.
Thank you. Appreciate
your
that.
own food. And
Everybody,
now, look at this.
Everybody coming in, I appreciate you. Thank y'all.
Well, Tiger Mama, did you think he was going to wash his dimples off? I mean, dimples are for, like, they stay there forever. I mean, come on.
You can't keep them off either.
Thank you. Don's new statement. I heard about it.
And I'm fairly confident he's wearing mascara here. But just an opinion. Just an opinion. Okay. So, 817. Okay. I don't know who this person was.
Before I get
I know I was blamed for being this Kaylee account. Looking back, Mama T did stick up for me, even though we were fighting at this time. Because she said, Traders isn't Kaylee. I really was not. I don't know who it was. I feel, okay, do you guys remember Rain on Me? That was just the Louisville Police Department. And then Mason, who appeared with an account. I feel like this was a Tiger troll. Fact, Sugar Pie. I feel like this was a Tiger troll. It gives a lot of the Tiger troll vibes, but you do know who it was? So it was a Tiger troll.
going, I don't want to get too much. Okay. So it came out that this person named Kaylee
What it is.
was supposed to be in, with me. And
It was not me.
well, the thing about it is, Kaylee, if you're in chat, can you please come up? I don't want you going over to Mama T's and spilling the beans. Come up here and let's just figure this out, because
So that picture right there is the whole reason we found out where he was at. Some lady, Jennifer something, posted that to her Facebook account. Long story short, we found him. But not me, but, others. He was found.
guys, I'm not perfect. By no means. I'm not perfect. I don't claim to be perfect. Okay. I don't claim to be perfect. I try my best to do things the right way, and I've always have. Now I can get out there and have a little bit of fun. And just because I told you I'd be clear to you people, I will be clear to you all.
Clear as mud.
And I have been. I've been very, very clear. Been very
Yet another LARP on LARP on LARP on LARP. Because, he played this up, right? All right, moving forward.
toys. It's untailing what you get. So
I may have went just too far.
I ain't want to do links right now. As a matter of fact, I've got some shit. I'm gonna be out for a while today, so I've got a lot of things I need to do. When you get in them laboratories, it's untailing what you get.
So here we go. This is 8/17. He's told Devo that he was going to get an operation on the fucking operation on his brain chip, right? Is this when he got his? I don't know. I think so. I think it's same live, probably. Yeah, I think Renee got him all these clothes. I think, if I'm not mistaken. So he's playing along. I know at this point in time, well, okay, I can't say with 100% certainty. I was told yesterday by a third party, not Debo, not Tina, not any of those people. Not saying anything bad, but a third party told me that during this time, there was a text sent, and I cannot confirm or deny this. Okay, this is hearsay, please. Oh, okay. Same day he was arrested. That's even funnier. That's brilliant. Damn you, Renee. Renee is Secret Service, everybody. Pass it on. Renee Marie is Secret Service. So this is just hearsay. Please do not take this. Yeah, Captain Howard is still MIA. And the other one from Bandits, that guy that was on Bandits. Was that Captain Howard? So hearsay, okay? Hearsay. Third party. Third story. I don't know. Hey, BS. What's up, everybody? Again, I cannot confirm or deny this happened, but I was told that there was a message from Debo to Ernie after he left saying, now I can't remember what the fuck it was, but it was taken wrong, which caused this entire fight to begin with, because Ernie just lashed the fuck out. And I feel that's because he was looking for his exit, so it didn't matter what Debo actually said, he was going to attack her anyway. But the problem is, Ernie fucked up and left his fun bag behind, okay? So we are almost to the revealing of the fun bag and the finding out about the HIV medication and the cop call. I mean, we're right there.
I'm not coming in no office. Hell.
So in this chat, I'm going to let it play just another minute. I want to point out that our matey is talking shit about Debo. Debo is for profit when it comes to missing kids. And then...
Reminds me of fucking school.
Not near it.
No, not near it. I know.
Debo says, I agree. He's a user like many are, so I don't have to explain myself to anybody. Facts. Because Debo and him were fighting. And I believe the third party that told me this, I wish I could remember. It was in my brain, and then I lost it.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, it's underground laboratory, y'all.
So the chat is trying to get Debo to come up on panel because they've noticed Debo was his #1 supporter for the last few months. And now Debo's like, nope, do not help him. He is a whole lie. So I don't know what time this was. I know this was 8:18. So this was the morning of the call. We know from the reports that at 1-something she called the police, right?
Fucking idiots. I'm not running nowhere. I told you.
Hey, Fly.
Good deal. Awesome. Thank you.
I'm so tired.
Now, I do wish everybody the best. I really do. I just don't want to. I said I'd drop a link. I'll drop it in a second. How about giving me time? Thank you.
Yeah. Danny Dorito. No, he doesn't want stuff out. Indigenous attack helicopter.
Exactly. So it is what it is, right? Still, so.
Okay, so Debo says, I'm not coming fucking up so y'all can find content elsewhere. Goodbye. So that's about it of them fighting. And then we know the police were called. Okay? We know the police were called. We know what she told them because she's pissed. She's sitting there because he's supposed to be getting his brain chip worked on, right? So we are to 8:18. And in the supplement, Deb found HIV meds and inside of Ernie's belongings. Stated her and Ernie engaged in unprotected consensual sex, but she did not know of his HIV status. And he never shared it with her. So 8:18, we were all tagged in this post. Ernie posted this himself on his wall. I don't have a cape, but I do have a heart. And in my opinion, this was a silent threat to Debo, because this would have been, I agree, Sandy. This would have been when, or, you know, one of Debo's family members probably. This would have been in Debo's car. So in my opinion, this was a silent threat to Debo. You better shut up or I'm going to, you know, release things. Oops, crap. Okay. Get back. All right. So now we're going to 8:19. And Ernie's live, of course.
Okay, so I'm gonna try to play this as loud as I can here. If you want to mute out, you can hear it.
I'll mute.
Ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Hi, this is Special Agent Pappas for the Secret Service. I am calling to.
So we couldn't make that out before. And we really still can't. But we do know from the FOIA that the police officer forwarded this information about the brain chip to Special Agent Camp, Secret Service. So, because Deb called the police, in my opinion, with the facts that we have, okay, with what we have presented yesterday and today, in my best opinion, I guess, I'm like 99.999999999% sure that it was Debo who got Secret Service. The dates match, the times match, all right? And it was Debo, okay? So let me show you. Okay, we'll play it again. 1 second. Right here, this is the police officer, Northport Police Department. 8:18, he took this statement. So 8:18, he is forwarding this to Special Agent Camp, Secret Service. Okay, now let me just go back. 8:18 is when that call was made. 8:18 is when the Northport Police Department officer forwarded it to the Secret Service. 8:19, okay, the next day, Ernie plays a voicemail, and it goes like this.
Okay, so I'm gonna try to play this as loud as I can here. If you want to mute out, you can hear it.
I'll mute.
Ready? Okay.
Hi, this is Special Agent Pappas for the Secret Service. I am calling to.
So I can't say 100% sure, but it could be. It definitely wasn't me. I didn't call Secret Service. Definitely wasn't. We have no other actual physical documents saying, hey, I called Secret Service like this. Okay, we do not. Right here, Special Agent Camp. I'm just saying it fits. It fits. All right. So moving forward, 8:19. I feel like I already have this in my spreadsheet.
Now, what you do and what you decide to do with your lives from this day forward, that's you. That's on you. You see, I no longer need YouTube. I have my own way. I have my own things. But who's going to survive and who's not? That's the thing. You see, all you people who make your content and you get your content, it all revolves around me. Well, guess what?
I literally have him quitting 2 times on one fucking spreadsheet. Let's go back to the spreadsheet. Right here. Ernie leaving YouTube again. right here. I should have made it bigger. Where is it? Karen joins the team. Damn, we played it yesterday. Oh, right here. 6/19/2024. Community post where he's leaving, dying, and quitting again. And then less than 2 months later, on one day till fucking D-Day, right? We have 1 day in Ernie land. And we now know what's coming out the next day. But he doesn't know what Devo is prepared to do. We know.
That ends.
1 day.
That ends. You get your wish.
We know.
I'm off YouTube. You get your wish. You have your wish. You did it. You did it.
Devo.
You did it.
Now, we did not know
Now, as I move forward,
who he was talking to.
bigger
We did not know who he was talking to. I didn't have any kind of clue till it splattered fucking YouTube what he was trying to run from. But his ego is so out of fucking whack, okay, that he just can't stop. Debo drops the fucking Moab, the Moab of all fucking Moabs, okay? Oops. Damn it. She drops the motherfucking Moab of all Moabs. Right here. We did not know. We didn't. Now we do. So not only does she have Secret Service calling Ernie Shell, she drops the motherfucking Moab. No one has ever recovered. No one has ever fucking recovered. Okay? So I waited to list these due to Ernie's blackmail. He had a video of me when I was so drunk, which is weird. I never get that drunk drinking beer, but I threatened to play them, but he threatened to play them. HIV is no joke. This is his HIV meds. If anybody has slept with Ernie, please get tested. Also, if you know where Ernie is, he needs his meds, and call law enforcement so he doesn't give this to somebody. Thanks. And those who live by the sword die by the sword. Motherfucker, that being said, you have no business rescuing kids. You're stupid and an idiot. As I recall, that's what you call many females, moms, sisters, etc. Keep it up. I'll expose it all. Remember this, bitch. Here you go. And she delivered. She fucking delivered. Okay? I've never seen anyone deliver to this date. Never before, never after. This broke the internet. There was whisperings. Okay? We all remember the suitcase of dildos that he left at Jimbo's, allegedly. But Jimbo is part of the LARP. So, you know, she came with fucking pictures. These pictures came with names. These bottles came with names. These bottles came with fucking names of who they belong to. And then another Moab. I mean, it was like Hiroshima and fucking Nagasaki. August 20th, August 21st. We've never been the same. Okay. Then she tagged us all. And yes, my law enforcement knows everything. He also threatened to kill Trump once his brain chip is activated. They're coming for you, boy. And Florida wants your ass, but not the way you want them to. Just saying. And I am sorry for the ones that tried to warn us. Me. Ernie is a true liar for hire and really did meet with Northport in regards to evidence on missing Elena. And he did. He had a video. That is true. And Detective Fagan was pissed because he's a wanted felon LARPing as a child rescuer. I heard him give the cop his real name and date of birth. Also true. That was it because I was busy speaking to the family. He has no shame or morals, and his highway runs are worse in person. Please turn him in. He's a danger to himself and others. Thanks, Ernie. Did not have to reach out to me for help. He begged me to since having stage 4 cancer. I'm not dumb, dildo. You are a real wolf in sheep's clothing. And then she dropped the fucking Moab #1, his Biktarvy medication. And she also this day Googled what Biktarvy was. Okay. Yeah. Whole bottle, name, everything. Motherfucking Moab of all Moabs. Okay. Oh, I should have kept it there. So then the next day, 8/21 of 2024, Nagasaki. And Ernie has never been the fucking same. Okay. He'll never come back. August 21st, 2024. The truth comes out, Ernie. You're a piece of shit. You're out. You out, people. Health at risk. You lied about cancer. I believed in you, and you let me down. Why? Because you're selfish and you have no morals. This serious. Don't ever come to YouTube because I'll roast your ass so bad. Piece of shit. I can say more, but I'll get flagged. You're not a lightning tiger. You disgrace, and you lied to a lot of people, was there for you and stuck up for you and fought for you for fucking 3 years. You should face all the people you lied to, but you won't because you're a coward. Face it, Ernie. You'll never do what's right. You never did. You're no victim. I would have never came back. I would have never, ever came back. So, yeah, Mom, I've got this screenshotted. I beg to differ, Genevieve. Okay, I beg to differ, and I'm going to the Chinese buffet today to snort an entire line. So I have all the brain chips. Got to snort the white rice. All right, so yeah, Mom. This photo was posted by Ernie July 25th, 2024. The doctor in the photo looks like prescribing doctor and matches the profile because everybody was saying this shit was AI. You name it. They were saying it. Nope. Even Yamon threw her hat in the ring. Also, there looks to be no other indications for Biktarvy but HIV because he was trying to spin it all over YouTube. Okay. And then this is the picture he posted July 25th. Says, look at the date. Here's Ernie with the doctor for the health department, and the bottle of Biktarvy. Okay? And U.S. indication for Biktarvy. Biktarvy is indicated as a complete regimen for the treatment of HIV-1 infection in adults and pediatric patients weighing at least 14 kilograms who have no antiretroviral treatment history or to replace the current ARV regimen in those who are virologically suppressed on a stable ARV regimen with no known or suspected substitutions associated with resistance to whatever. So, okay. Now, I took this clip. This wasn't about Debo, but I know a lot of people can't figure out why.
It's a fact.
Ernie gets in their heads. Yikes. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. Yeah, I agree, good fella. I agree. A lot of the tiger ladies, or Teagles, or however you want to call it, Eagles, they've got a open heart for the chitlins, okay? And let's listen to what Mama T says, how Ernie keeps them in their control.
They are as bad as him. That's a fact.
She's talking about the tigers.
Because he used the children to get in our heads, people. Do you not understand what I'm saying?
And Sidekick says, all of a sudden I felt evil. I'm telling it so others know. It all clicked into place. Nothing but a farce. All of it. The ninja mind control has failed, Ernie. Can I get a refund?
And I will admit, I was one of those mods. I was at the M a long time ago. I only stayed with Mama T. Thank you, Just Legs. A lot of you guys did.
Okay. So, Mama T's own words. He uses the chitlins to get in our head. All right. So, Ernie could not stay away. Ernie could not stay away. Now, I'm going to play you a clip from his live from 8:23. And remember I pointed out the M part in Debo's FOIA?
The fool give his game plan up a while ago. He's an idiot. He's stupid. And you people who believe people like that, you're no better. You're no better. You see, he says he has to attack me, my support system. That means he's attacking you.
What's up, everybody?
Wow. Somebody who obeys the law, who walks that line, but he's attacking my support system and going after that. You see, the fool don't understand that my support system is not on YouTube. That's not where it's at. He's stupid. He's ignorant. And say hi to Melissa, a real estate agent. I put that in your brain, you fucking fool. There's nobody named Melissa, you idiot. That shows on you everything about you. You let me get closer and closer to you. You think that you're this, you're that. You've done this, you've done that. But today you show one thing. Can everybody hear me clear? I want everybody to hear this. Can everybody hear me? You own them all. I do. Thank you. Thank you, Sleeping Beauty. Thank you.
Yeah.
Let me tell you this.
We're owned.
By you being on the phone with that police officer and him running me and I can't find anything, you damn fool, you. That was the best news I ever heard. You think Nicolina was good about warning me?
Now, this did not age well. This is 8:23. He legitimately gets arrested in 3 days. We did not know that then. We know it now. Also, back to the FOIA. Right here. Debo said Mr. Shell was going to meet up with his female friend, unknown name, at which he calls her by the letter M. The reporting party explained. Okay? So, again, all these little things that match. Where before I put all this shit together, I was like, this shit is so outlandish, right? But where are we? We're in fucking Larpville, okay? And I feel that I'm like, what the fuck? I was maybe wrong. I don't know.
Don't know what the fuck you're even talking about. Seriously, you don't even know what you're talking about. I don't answer stupidity questions. Whatever you want to believe, you believe. That's your choice, okay?
Amen.
They're very crazy, Swisher too.
Yeah, we're crazy.
Very crazy. But I know who my people are and who are not my people. And I'm telling you right now, those lies you believe, they're going to come back and bite your asses. You
Are
can
they?
damn well better believe that.
So I don't have the clip prepared because, like I said, I only went to November, and then depending on how long we've been live, I found some more Secret Service shit. But I may just end it. Depends on. Okay. Anyways, are we the dumb ones? I don't think so. Okay. No, we are not the fucking dumb ones. Absolutely not.
You better think about it. You better think about it before you put anything else up.
Oh, that's what I was going to say. On the jail calls and later, okay, and I'd have to go through and do this separately, but I know for a fact, he said, I just don't have the clip in front of me, but I know this fucking happened, and it either happened on the jail call or it's in my spreadsheet, that he said that he had gotten this, well, we know that he had to face this DVO. 9/16, I'm pretty sure it is. Or first time it was scheduled. He said, I beat her twice in court or some shit like that. So we know he was sent, hey, Linda, we know he was sent a copy of the DVO. And I was thinking last night, why didn't he post it? Why didn't he just post it? Because it doesn't say, oh, I was raped by Ernie. I'm pretty fucking sure that's why he did not ever post it.
I'm telling you right now. I've already been talking to people, and I've got you guys. I've got you guys. Hook, line, and fucking sinker. Everybody go out and get tested. You all go out and get tested. You all think I'm sleeping with this or that one. You go get tested, okay? Simple as that. You go.
Ends up with a lady crawling on a motel floor, and then the normal average person wouldn't think that. He says, I'm a party animal, right?
Get tested.
Now I'm the patron saint of virginity, guys.
Actually, no, I'm actually just cleaning Charlie's channel.
Red forever. I believe this is a test, people. And this is what happens when you test. You did this to Mama T. I was just testing you. We heard that on Mama T's panel. I was just saying who was true. Why in the fuck? Why in the fuck? Yeah, exactly, Mr. Nobody. It like you shut off. And if you don't go back and listen into segments, you miss all these little indicators. But realistically, why was I ever doing that? You know what I mean? Why? I mean, when I put the receipts out, then it was a troll. It was a test. Really? Well, okay.
Up right now for him. You go get checked. You do what you need to do. You go do whatever you want to do. But I will tell you this, Johanna, you was correct. You was right. You was fucking right about those people. Those people at the moment of a drop will turn on anyone.
Now, knowing what we now know, okay? Knowing what we now know. Come on. They'll turn on you. What did you do to them? He always plays victim. He always tries to pit people, do all that weirdo hate bonding shit. It's so played out. It's so played out. All right. Now we're going to 8/24/2025. Let me pause this. Hey guys, be back later. I'm going to go enjoy some vitamin C, but guess what? I found 2 USB hard drives, and we do not know if that was ever... Actually, I forgot to ask her. See, so much shit happens. I would have loved to have those. You know what I mean? I would have loved to... Well, okay, I don't know. I could have bought a computer to, like, plug them in. I'm cool with doing that. Damn. I wish I would have known Debo then and be like, instead of handing that to the police, can you just... I'm nosy and invested at this point. I want to know what was on those hard drives. Oh my God. I want to know. I mean, probably would have seen some weirdo shit, but, you know, it would have been worth it for the cause. You know what I mean? All right. Same day, she posts, because again, people are like, that's an AI bottle. Golly. So she posts the papers from the health department. All right. Let's give Ernie some more content today. See, one thing I do agree that Ernie said, a predator will do whatever they need to get close to their victims. That being said, glad my law enforcement is so stupid, as you say. Here's some more content. Since you want to lie to your viewers about HIV, I mean your God complex needs to be tamed a notch, and know that doctors don't lie. And people, Nagasaki is fucking here, okay? He pushed and pushed and pushed, including the revenge porn videos, okay? Yeah. He put out the revenge porn videos. I did a live about it 8/20/2024. And yeah, it didn't age well. Okay. So he put out the private videos that she still to this day maintains she does not have any memory of. Your God complex needs to be tamed a notch, and know that doctors don't lie. Just saying. Sorry. Whichever tiger got Ernie this new hoodie, I kept it because it fits very well. And that's so weird to me that a man's hoodie fits a woman. And Nagasaki is here, people. We've got a dildo, whatever that is, some face mask, and a body camera. Like, why the... Well, I mean, one could guess why you would want to wear a body camera while you were, you know, weird. Fetish fashion. There's the hoodie. That mask, the brand was Fetish Fashion. She also posted, what's a male prostitute who provides services to men called? The term that refers to male sex workers who provide services to men is gay escorts or male escorts. These terms are used to describe individuals who engage in sexual activities or companionship services. And I think she nailed it with that. I mean, why else would you have that? I don't know. I don't want to know the answer. So if somebody knows this, I do not want to put it in the chat. But why does a man need a strap on? Like, I don't want to know the answer to it, but why on earth does a man who has a strap on, right, permanently, why would a man need that? Why? One could guess. I don't think I want to know, though. Companionship services with male clients in exchange for payment. At Ernie, I found your paperwork from Knox County. So Knox County is in Tennessee, which is where Debo says, and I've got a live that says he got off the bus from Tennessee to Sarasota or whatever when she picked him up, allegedly. What a secret life you live. Oh, and your old empty bottle of Biktarvy was found from Tennessee with your lube and mouthless mask, yikes, in your backpack. See, it's funny how much you go on about Ray. And Ray is the person that we now know to be the Don Wells predator sting phone call. And they distorted the voice. It's funny how much you go on about Ray Williams. You both have things in common, like threatening the president, which is a true story. Facts. Sorry. Maybe we should discuss your highway run. Maybe people would like to know and see how much you are a liar for hire and how gullible, including me, that believed you. I do have to tell you, the detectives laughed so... I bet they were laughing for like a week. Okay? I'm fairly certain that the officers, when they showed up to work, were hoping that Debo called. Not the first day. They were probably like, oh my gosh, get me out of this bitch's house, right? But then it became like an addiction. The second day they got a call, and the third day, and then the fourth day, and then they come over and there's dildo. I guarantee that those police officers would come in, clock in, and double check to see. Actually, they were probably texting Debo on the way to work, like, hey, make sure you call if you found anything else. I have to tell you, the detectives laughed so hard when they saw your jock straps and dildos. I gave them a pair of gloves to go through your things. I would never want a psychopath like you searching for kids that have been exploited. But hey, this is you, an opportunistic predator. People found it very interesting about your tunnel trips. And I'm certain that the tunnel he wants is the Hershey Highway. Okay. I don't think it's the ones. Well, maybe he has a golden pass, a golden ticket to the Hershey Highway if he goes to New York. Maybe that's why he always wants to go in the tunnels, right? Where the hamsters are. In the Big Apple, actually, Ellie did. A predator always finds their prey and exploits them for personal gain. In money statutes and a mentality of a perv. Remember this, by the way, your channel is going to be struck by multiple people today. Now, for clarity, that never happened. Sorry you didn't have the balls to tell future victims of your masochistic ways. How does it feel that a previous team member exposed you? I hope this lady will see through your bullshit. I try to warn others, Sildar. I will be posting more pics since you can't shut the fuck up and you want content. Your Ninja book needs to be retired. You dumb, stupid fool. Here's your content for today. And we were waiting on it patiently every day. That's a fact. Oh, and one more thing. Real men don't have to try so hard to prove they are, well, real men. But in all fairness, I think you need to serve prison just like Ray did, but you threatened to kill Trump. And you should never be considered personal protection for anybody. That's a fact. And I couldn't figure out what the little plastic bottle was until law enforcement told me male prostitutes use it to put, I don't want to know what those are, white plastic BBs anally. Yikes. You sick fuck at everyone. It's got a rainbow on it. And a pair of pliers? Like, why do you need... I don't want to know. Why does your bag, your fun bag, have a pair of pliers, jock straps, dildos, butt lube? This is weird. So there's a hat. Oh, the infamous BB bottle. Oh, that bottle will live in infamy. Oops. The bottle that will live in infamy. So I totally accidentally flipped over this, but he did threaten to, well, he didn't threaten. I call it revenge porn, okay, but legitimately it's a embarrassing video. You know what I mean? I'm the one that calls it. It's just my word, okay? Debo never called it that. I did, so let's make that very clear. I call it revenge porn because it was an intimate moment that he took full well advantage of. Now, remember, he left 14? He left on the Greyhound bus. The middle of July, allegedly, is when he was taking those videos. So he knew his time was limited. He knew he had to have blackmail on Debo. All right? That's fucked up. So he knew almost a month in advance that video would be used to control her after he left. How much blackmail, okay, videos does he have on all of his tigers? That's what I want to know. So now we're up to 8:25. Ernie's live. There we go.
Oh, I'm saying this right now while everybody can hear me. Tina, the shit you all pulled for the last 3 fucking years is bullshit. The only smart one in the whole fucking bunch is Xander. You let people infiltrate. You let people infiltrate your club. Ray Williams.
I don't know. I'm just saying it's very weird to add to the list of fucked up things. I can't prove it. So I guess, do I feel premeditated? Yes. Can I prove it? No. So definitely an opinion. Well, okay. I think that he knows how shitty of a person he is. So it's just better to be safe than sorry. I don't think he meant to leave his HIV medication there, but he did some reason. I don't know why. Maybe he didn't want to pop up with the new bitch and have HIV to boot. I don't know. So, yeah. I think he just knows that he's got a system down, and the system is power and control. How am I going to control these people when I'm not there? How do I keep my secrets to myself when I don't have them in their house, right? When I'm not in their house with them, how do I keep them silent? Pictures of their kids or pictures of intimate anything. And intimate doesn't always mean sexual. So, yeah. There's Sybil. Yeah. Yep. So this time he left HIV medication and dildos. Like, what the fuck? Yikes.
Ray Williams assaulted Osama, but I can't believe this. Our president of the United States, Obama, literally got captured by the Secret Service, and you say that he's a damn CIA agent. That shows you how fucked in the head that you are.
Yeah, but to be fair, I didn't ever hear them call Ray a CIA agent. I've heard Ernie say they said he was a CIA agent, but we also know Ernie in July 7th called Ray a Don Wells decoy, right? So to be fair, we've got you caught in a lie about Ray, but when they went live with Ray, and Ray has said multiple times, I'm not any kind of federal agent. So again, you, Ernie, beat yourself, and you give them more credibility because you are actively lying. Again, this is his effort to continue to slander. Like I said, like I pointed out, in June, he was plotting these division moves. He didn't know where he was going to end up, but he had everybody in the proper place. Everybody don't trust each other anyway because they're all like conspiracy people, right? So just like that, he can call this person and say, oh, so-and-so, watch them, screenshot this. It happens all the time. Or they're just paranoid anyway, so they're literally watching everybody and every move they make. He uses that to their advantage. And when they're not useful idiots, because once upon a time, and I wish I would have went back and looked, once upon a time, he had Debo on panel. He had Barbara Walters on panel. I have it on this spreadsheet on that I'm quitting. So back on part 1, when I read the, correct, we don't. But publicly, we can prove he lies, and he's continued to lie. And by him lying, they make them more credible. So I agree, MacB. So just back in part 1, I read the community post. The first time he was quitting, and he calls these people the best people on earth. They have all these skills. Yeah, QAnon. All the special skills, the best herb knowledge, the best skip track, whatever he attributes to all these people. But now they're fucking trash. And you're going to pay for everything you've done to me.
The Martians, when they visited you, they took too much of your brain is what happened.
Hey, everybody. Yes.
Now, there you go. The shit with Joe.
When this is why he always wants them on panel, because he can make them, I don't know how, well, I do know how. He can make them start to change stories. He can make them believe him. He can catch them in the right mood, and they're talking some crazy shit, right? Tina always jumps the panel and talk about Bigfoot, and it looks like they're friends. Like, you never know. He has the ability to continue to do this to all the people he keeps around him. That's why he keeps you around, because you'll go back and forth, up and down, back and forth, up and down, at his disposal. But when you're not useful anymore, you're going to...
Anna and all that you all started, I didn't even know who the fuck...
Yeah, she's not modded.
I didn't know who Hana was. Didn't know who none was, okay? The thing about it is, I have nothing against you, but you're idiots. You're idiots, and you've done nothing with Predator Hunter Nation. I gave you Predator Hunter Nation for a reason. So you could continue it on. You might do nothing with it. You did nothing with it. It is what it is. I don't.
That was God telling you to shut the fuck up, Bernie. All right, back to the spreadsheet. I think I have more on this lot. Oops. Unlocked my place. So we're on 8. Here we go.
That's some sort of animal. What is that? That's a damn sloth. That's a sloth.
So Debo drops the Moabs. Hiroshima, HIV medication. Nagasaki, the whole fun bag of dildos and lube. Yuck. And pliers. Jockstraps and rainbow shit. Like, And then he titles his live, Gay for Pay Leads to the Highway, which is indeed what he did the last week he was in Northport with Debo.
Oh, it's a slot. Give me that. Let's see it. Let me see it from eyesight. Grab me that damn thing. I'm wiring that. I want to wire it. I didn't know it was. Let me see it. Let me see it.
Don't get dirty.
I'm not gonna get dirty. It's a sloth.
I thought it came from Tina, and I tracked it down the other day, and it's a screenshot from Ernie Shell's Facebook. He talks about the bloodline. And then he tried to say to Tina the other day, oh, you're the one that said that. No, you're the one that said that on your Facebook. It's still there. It's the Facebook he can't get into. This one spreadsheet for this live probably took me close to 30 hours to put it all, click everything, get everything, you know what I mean? Probably about 30 hours. I don't know. I'm just guessing.
It's a sleeping bag sloth. Hell yeah, dog. Look at this. Where's the fucking head at? Okay, here's the head. You go down like this. Okay, guys. You make one. We put this. Okay, those over this way. Hold on a second. Okay.
So I was not lying when Valoma was here yesterday and said if he was a turtle. And I said, how about a sloth? I actually have that timestamp. There you go. That's the only reason I put it in there. Again, he's trapped in a 14-year-old, 12-year-old body. I don't know. All right. So, two things. Here is earlier in this live.
Wanted for basically 2.5 hours. And then whenever I called her fat, Kels was like, now, Karen, you listen here. Don't you dare fucking call Nicolina fat. She can't help the way she fucking looks. It ain't her fault she's gained 100 fucking pounds in 3 years. How
Hold on a minute.
dare you?
I can't do this shit. Can you
Shut
can
the
you
fuck
do
up,
this?
bitch.
Can you do this one right here? Here we go.
All right. This is the moment. This will come in handy later. Okay. I'm making pretty good time. So this is part of the Secret Service X Factor Ernie Shell LARP. Okay.
You ready?
What?
Hey, this is Special Agent Paps for the Secret Service. I am calling to try and reach Dep.
Can you do that one?
No, I can't do that one because
Look,
that's
guys,
not me.
that is not her. Really, it is not. You can call. Look, I'm gonna call the number right now. I'm gonna call the number back. Secret Service agent. I'm gonna call this number back. I really shit. And if he answers the phone, I'm gonna be like
I have the
crazy.
phone, so that way, whenever you go to call it, if it's
Grab your phone.
even if it's texting out, it'll pop up.
Okay, so let's do it this way. Here, let's call Secret Service here. Let's see. Lord have mercy, God. 40 Hills. Hold your phone up there, because here we go. Here we go.
Welcome to Verizon Wireless. Your call cannot be completed as dialed.
Can't be
Please
completed.
check the number and dial again.
Wait a minute, that's their number. Wait a minute. He gave me another number. Hold on a second. That ain't working. Hold on. Hold on. We'll get it in a second. Hold on a second. I gotta go back to this shit. I'm not. Let's see. Let me find out the number to call.
You know, there's a saying in the news: if it leads, it bleeds, and that's their policy. Anything they can run with, they'll fucking run with it. Wild German lady, how you doing, sweetie? Today we have a beautiful Samsung phone for sale.
Okay, I got it. Okay, hold on a second. Make sure. Okay, I got their number.
This Samsung phone was used by a tranny named Kevin. It is kept in mint condition because bitch don't be dropping phones.
Hold on a minute, tranny. I'm talking. Okay, we're ready.
I'm trying to sell my fucking phone.
Here's the Secret Service. Listen. Agent Paps. Is it Agent Paps?
Yes, hold on one second, please.
Thank you.
So there he asked.
Hello?
Agent Paps?
This is Agent Papish. How can I help you?
Papish, sorry about that. I got a number that was left on my phone that was called. I can't quite understand it because it was a bad service line. It was understandable, but I did was able to get your phone number from it. It was something talking that you was looking for somebody named Deboa or something like that. I can't understand it. I don't know. It was just on my phone.
Hold on. Give me 1 second. I just need to ask someone something.
Okay.
It don't really give a name.
Same voice.
Just Camp. Camp is the only name that's on the yeah. Camp is the only name that's on the paper. But I don't see another name.
Is this who is this? Just the number I'm talking to?
This is Brian.
Brian?
Brian McDonald.
Brian McDonald. I don't remember calling a Brian McDonald.
Okay, it might have just been an accident or something. I don't know. I couldn't understand it. I just got the number. I didn't know it was reversed over and over, like I was in a bad spot or something. It's like really like echoey. I couldn't understand it. I could understand the number part that was left. That was it. I actually called the actual number, the other number, the 2000 number or something like that, and it sent me back to a Verizon wireless number or something.
That's odd. I'm trying to think of. So the number. I'm assuming this is the Secret Service PIOC open number. So if I left that, it was probably in regards to one of the cases we were looking into.
Okay. I'm sorry about bothering you. I'm sorry about bothering you. It might have been somebody using my damn phone. I don't know what happened.
No. I'm trying to think of when did the voicemail come in?
Probably about 8 days ago. 9 days ago.
8 days ago.
I was checking everything. You know how like your voicemail gets piled up, you don't really understand it, and like I was going through it. I never go through my damn voicemails anyways, and I found it, and then somebody saying it was somebody else, and I don't know. They're saying I don't know. I thought it was a joke at first, and I was like, well, maybe it's somebody using my phone because I work and I do go out of town and everything, and I do these contract works and stuff, and people use my phone all the time, so I don't know.
All right, give me a second just to see if I can look back and see what I might have called you for. Can you just stay on hold for just a second while I look through this?
Yeah. Just go ahead.
Yes.
All right.
They do. So I'm wondering if his sound audio didn't cut out, but we really couldn't make out that first name. You know what I mean? All we have is it was forwarded to Agent Camp, and that was one person, right? And then whatever Agent Camp did with it. But all of this, I don't think so. You know what I mean? Like, this is way too fucking much. And we have right here this FOIA. Okay. Now, this is a follow-up investigation. Right here. Secret Service requests PD assistance for follow-up interview. Right? Callback information, Fagan. No 74 checks. Timer set for the unit, whatever. Update reviewed by dispatcher. And these are officers, I believe. I don't really know. Anyways, problem settled by 8/28. Not all this bullshit, right? So we don't really have, we just know it was settled 8/28, and the first call or the first information was forwarded 8/18. So that's all that we have for FOIAs. Anyways, I'll play this. Oops.
It's called pretexting. You pretext as well as us, but I'm good at this shit. I've been doing this shit for years.
Is it muted?
Yes, it's muted.
Okay.
But this
See,
is,
as
but
you
you see,
see,
this is
I'm
the
not
Secret Service.
fucking
This is
whoever
the
that
Secret Service.
is.
This is Secret Service. Okay, so Secret Service. This is
You should
people-
tell them your name. Just tell them your name.
No, they're going to say I'm an ultimate super soldier, and they're going to come get me. You shut your mouth. You hush your mouth, girl.
You just tell him
Anyways.
who you are, so he can tell you why he called.
See, and the cool
But it
is
wasn't
you
me.
use the phone line, and it keeps switching over. As long as you switch over the phone, you can't use the CIA location. As long as it's under 3 minutes, you're good. So good deal. I'll just say I dropped call, whatever deal is. I don't know who this guy. I mean, this is wild. I'm an ultimate super soldier. I can't help it that I'm. Yeah, Secret
Well-
Service is open 24 hours a day. 24 hours
From
a day.
my end, we just proved that's not
That is a
me.
fact.
That's the
They
same
don't have
person that
this stuff.
called and left a voicemail. That's the same guy that called Ernie and left a voicemail. That's not me. Fuck all of you bitches. Now, you can continue with what you're doing.
That I threatened to. Goodness gracious.
Sidekick, you want my opinion? Because these are the people that believe in MK Ultra. Okay? Which is MK Ultra's out there, so it's not unbelievable, right? We have the proof of MK Ultra, kinda, right? We don't really know all of what it was, but that they used psychotropic drugs or whatever to do mind control. But it was totally just they were drugging random people and had no control, right? So, yeah, I agree, Ram. So it's a way to say his bloodline. He was born for this. The shit that he says, my bloodline, we hunt predators. My grandpappy killed a pedophile, right? My dad killed, my brother was a serial killer, but I walk with the law. I think that's why, in my opinion.
Karen didn't send me my weekly fee. I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble, guys.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Anyways, he's gonna call back. It is the same voice. It is the same voice, guys. It's not carrying on that line or
I
nothing
mean,
like that.
you could literally set them down in front of the Secret Service, some of them, and they can
would
say, yeah,
literally
I'm
be
the person
stupid.
that called. And they'd be like, no, it was Karen. And it's like, whatever.
They're
You
stupid.
can't satisfy people.
Because he gave me another number to call. The original number, they don't do that. That's a phony number. That's their damn fake numbers and shit. I know how that shit works. But anyways,
They're saying it's pre-recorded. So what can you do to show them that it's not pre-recorded? Ask
When he
them what
calls
time
back-
it is.
when he calls back in a second, you'll know it's not.
Sure, but ask him what time it is. Say, are you on Central Time? Are you on Eastern Time? Are you on Pacific Time?
I'll do it.
There you go.
Did-
Ask him what time it is and
that
say
was-
what time it is.
Was that the Secret Service?
I mean, it totally sounded like you called someone and they transferred you over to that person, whoever it was. I don't know if it's Agent Pat's, Agent Patterson. I don't know.
Pass.
All I know is I don't have shit to do with it. And all these people running lies can fuck off.
Well, look, I've got a purse that I got from an old woman earlier. If you want it,
Oh, yeah?
I'll sell it to you real cheap.
Mm-hmm. Let me check chat here, see what chat's saying. Mr. Nobody, that's all you say is that people suck at trolling. You know what? You suck at streaming. The one live stream you didn't even know how to talk into a microphone.
Who
You
is
do all
Mr.
that
Who is
shit with
Mr.
graphics,
Nobody?
but yet you couldn't even
Mr.
talk into a
Nobody.
microphone.
Who is Mr. Nobody?
All Mr. Nobody said was, you two suck at trolling. I concur. Okay? I concur. I feel like he took a real bit of information, all right, and he spun it into this for the people, right? Because he's the MVP of getting investigated and being found true, right? The Pope of Trolls. Okay?
He's someone who simps for the Mean Girls and makes a bunch of graphics about you and other people.
Oh, he makes them about me, so I can strike him. Okay, cool deal. I'll work on that tomorrow. Do some shit tomorrow. We got a lot of things going on.
Damn.
Crime says, no, Karen, you're not the smartest one in the room as you always think you are. Okay, so he literally called the Secret Service, got transferred to.
Says you. Okay. Again, you believe. Well, I'll play it. Don't let me say it. Let me play it.
Some guy transferred him to the agent that called him. We heard him on the phone, but yet. Okay. Whatever, crime. Like, you're living in your own hell, bitch. Go live in your own hell.
Yikes. X Factor is grouchy.
And Mr. Nobody, why don't you buy a microphone?
Triggered. Mr. Nobody for the win again. Can people not stand just a tiny bit of like people giving them their opinion all the time? Listen, it sucks when you put all this thoughts into something and you're like, yeah, I know I got it figured out. And then somebody comes in and they say one thing and it's like, oh, I didn't think about that. But instead of just saying, okay, hold on, I got to refact. I know that happened. You're right. And let me refactor my thoughts, right? Instead of doing that, they like get triggered. It's fucking great.
You when you talk.
I just think it's dirty how people do
Yes,
people. I don't know.
X-Factor.
But never gave his real
I
name.
agree.
What was the first thing that Ernie asked whenever the guy picked up the phone? Just now. You said, hey, is this agent? And then he said, this is agent whatever. So he verified who he was. Like, Crimes, come on. Do you know who Crimes Have Consequences is? Like, do you know who this person is?
No, not really.
Ernie? Like, these people have to be riding a short bus. Like, are you riding the short bus, Crimes? Did you ride the short bus when you were in school?
Yes, it is.
Like I said, it's just
Giving out HIV, we're all, oh my God. Blue Dog Betty, who, by the way, apparently got arrested.
Okay, let me skip
Sharon,
through.
they're saying that we're
arrested. Oh, she's. I've got a. Yeah, he said something about you.
All right.
I mean, he can come up if he wants to. He didn't want to come up that last time I was doing the stream. Remember when I did the stream and we were doing an open panel and he didn't want to come up?
Well,
It
look,
happened. So Simple Media, thank you for pointing out that they were all minors. Her parents knew that she was 12 years old. Why would they allow?
Now, this is weird to me. And again, when I was re-listening through everything, Debo makes a statement, and I'll play that here in a little while, about Ernie being able to text Jimbo. Now, I'm not saying this is true, okay? I'm only going to show you what I have. I'm just saying, this made me think a little bit.
All that to happen. So Simple Media, thank you for pointing out that they were all minors. And yes, that's even more reason for two
Jimbo is on panel right now.
people not to get married. They're not adults. Parents had to give permission. It's weird. When you're in high school, you should be focused on doing homework and hanging out with your friends, and you shouldn't be fucking getting married to people.
and
You know
one thing
what?
I want to say
You can
is,
try to
Jimbo,
sugarcoat it as much as you want to, but that's the truth. Go ahead, Ernie.
and something else too, Jimbo. One thing you said, and it was not really right at all, is saying that you waited till she was married to her to have sex. When you met her, you had sex because you said her mother said the condoms are in the nightstand drawer. Do you remember that? She gave you the green light. Do you remember that? Do you remember that, Jimbo? Do you remember that? You see, you're going to take it in your head, Jimbo, and understand that what you did was wrong. And that was wrong. You're controlling, you're a manipulator. And the way you even do Thelma now, you got to have your fries cut thin.
Now he's saying all this because Jimbo accidentally fell off panel because he was being totally nice, right? Fake. It's a game. It's a roller coaster. It's up and a down and a then and an out. Jimbo's in the chat saying, bro, I dropped.
You got to have your onions cut thin. Dude, look, go to your family and really love your family for who they are. Don't
August 24th, 2024.
control your family, and don't be like that with your family, okay? You know, Jimbo, there's people out there that do care for you. They do love you, okay? They do care for you. but do it the right way, man. Don't be controlling on your
You.
family and everything. And look, I know you're
Hey.
back here. I can see you, man. Look, just
He
as
says he
plain
was
as it is.
booted. He says he was booted. He's lying again.
He's right here. He's not booted.
I know.
He's right here.
I know. He's not
This
booted.
is
He's
a
not
lie.
booted. He's lying.
Jimbo, that's fucked up, man. You shouldn't do that. But anyways, look, and the shit with you and Tamori when you went over there and you fucked her, you need to tell.
Jimbo's typing in the chat, then add me. And I'm not sticking up for Jimbo. I just want to point this out. He eventually drops. So this is 8/26 of 2024.
But, you know.
Hello, Nicolina.
Real quick. So I was doing some skip tracing, and you are at Billy Helm's house. Same green painted walls
Who?
with the white trim, Ernie. Found ya.
Who is it? Who did she say? Who did she say?
See, you have to understand, this is her cope.
Hold on a minute. Wait a minute. I may have to run. I may have to have Matthew and you take over the show. Shit. Hold on a minute.
Oh, no.
Just hold on.
Yeah. Some of the chat in here is.
No, but listen.
I played you Renee saying he's not a felon on the run. He was just with police in Northport. He was just helping police find a missing girl. I just played you that from like 10 days, right? 10 days.
Again, this is Nicolina.
And again, this is X Factor believing that he doesn't truly have a warrant, that this is all a game. And I agree with her on this statement. Nicolina does give him the heads up because it's a fucking game. Nothing they stand for is real. And that's where remember when I started this live, said I have been here too? Because once upon a time, I used to believe that people actually gave a fuck about something. I fell for that shit a very long time ago, and now I see, nope. It's a game, and it's a fucked up game that we don't know the rules to. And that's the whole point of doing these part 1 and part 2, because people will be like us and be like, oh, it's a game, but they pretend it's real, and we need to know what the fuck we're dealing with, right?
Giving Ernie a heads up. So listen, Traders is right about one thing. Nicolina gives Ernie a heads up on shit before she contacts law enforcement. This tells you everything about what her intentions are. This is literally a game for her. It's a cope for her to deal.
But this also doesn't age well. So, without any further ado, Ernie Show gets fucking arrested. And right here, he's LARPing that he was in the military, right? Shame, 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 shame. You know he's like jerking off to this one little line right here. Look, I was in the military. Also, when I told Ernie that your jacket can be FOIA'd, right? Now, this is just the South Carolina one, but the Madison County one can be FOIA'd too, right? Dum-dum. So all this, I'm running an MS-13 gang, right? Nope, nope, nope. Liar. But we already knew that. Okay, so right here, this is the York County Sheriff's Office. This is the original FOIA we did, not the one Degenerate put out. So it looks a little different, so don't freak out. Okay. Same thing, just, again, printed September 4th, 2024. And it doesn't hurt to have duplicates to prove, because we were told we made this up, right? Degenerate came out, FOIA'd it, and said, no, it matches, right? On 8/26/2024, detectives, not Secret Service, not all these things, detectives with the York County Sheriff's Office, Criminal Investigations Division, located Ernest Maxwell, who was wanted from the state of Kentucky. There's his NIC number. Madison County Sheriff's Office with full extradition. Shell was wanted for theft by failure to make required disposition of property, $10,000 or more, Class C felony. Shell was located fleeing out of the back of blank Rock Hill, South Carolina. In the county of York, Lieutenant Schifferly advised Shell of his Miranda, and he stated he understood his rights, but did not want to talk to Lieutenant Schifferly. Shell was arrested for the outstanding warrant, but refused to provide information to detectives to confirm his identity, to include providing a false name and false social security number. Shell was transported to the York County Sheriff's Office Detention Center by Sergeant Ramirez without incident. Shell's identity was confirmed after they checked his fingerprints at the York County Detention Center. So, as you all already knew, okay, Susie, I'll see you later. As you all already knew, no retina scan, no secret, nothing. Absolutely nothing. Yep, fugitive from justice. Fugitive from justice. That's it. Probable cause based on NCIC hit, and this is just more of the MKE wanted person. And they literally said we made this up. And there was 2 parts to this. His booking, and then just questions they ask, things he was provided. And yeah, it's the long version. Okay, so back to the spreadsheet. All right, September 3rd of 2024. All right, I'm going to read you. Shit, I did not upload. Hold on 1 second. So this is Florida Supreme Court approved family law form. This is the blank form that they give you when you're filling out a DV protection order, okay? Order setting hearing on petition for injunction for protection against, and then you check these boxes, right? So Ernie got a copy of this, and this is just what you fill out by hand and turn into the judge, okay? And then you check the boxes, swear to statement. That's it. And then here's another form. And it just gives you instructions. But the clerk there, or whoever's doing it, when you go to the courthouse and you ask for a domestic violence order, it's all one thing, okay? And then this is just a, how to fill it out, self-represented, to serve and do all these things. And then custody, disclosure from non-lawyer. So right here, this is what you would fill out. You'd go in and ask the court. You put all your information. That's why I had it screenshotted so I could just read the part that she filled in. Because everything I have to black out on this paper. Okay? Because it's got all her details on it. Okay? So, and then all his details, which I don't care about showing his. And then right here has petitioner. So this is all a handwritten statement that Ernie would have been sent. And describe any other court case ongoing. And then petitioner is either a victim of domestic violence or has reasonable cause to believe he or she is in imminent danger of becoming a victim. So right here it's saying you don't even have to be a victim yet. They didn't have to actually put hands on you yet. If you're afraid of it, you can ask for a protection order. But in Florida, it covers the sexual part too. Okay? So it's all in one. And then right here, she wrote, I think it's about 5 pages, and I'm going to read it to you. And all of this we have in Lives. All of this, we have her retelling the same story over and over and over and over again in Lives. And I'm sorry, Lives. So on 6/21/2024, Ernie Schultz said he wanted to teach me self-defense. He was temporarily staying here, and he grabbed me by the neck and took me down to the ground. I hit my leg. I told him I didn't want to do this because I would be having foot surgery soon, and he said he had stage 4 liver cancer. So I did not feel comfortable doing this. I had a bruise on my leg and arm. On 6/24/2024, and again, all of this is found, and we're going to play it in the live from 9/7, and then another one that repeats the same thing, and we're just going to click through it. Wasteland just put it out. And then those are the 2 lives that happened before November of 2024. Oops, my bad. On 6/24/2024, Ernie Schultz told me he had to see a doctor to get his meds refilled or he was going to die. And again, this was written. So she called the cops, Northport PD, 8/18. He then, in my words, revenge porn. Please don't take that. And, it wasn't a sexual thing that he showed. It was an intimate moment. I call it revenge porn. Okay? That's my word. He started showing videos. He started posting, in my opinion, veiled threats and then saying actual threats that are time-stamped. You know what I mean? Against Devo. You better do this. You better make it right with the people. You better, all this coercion and control he was trying. Then he spun out of fucking control. And when she turned him in, he wouldn't stop. He lost total fucking control. He knew he lost control, so he was saying all kinds of crazy shit. So by September 3rd, so August 18th to September 3rd, she went to take out a restraining order. And all fairness, the 16th when her court was, she didn't go. She has her own reasons, but truly, she just didn't go. Now, she filed this. Ernie was in jail, okay? Ernie had been in jail since 8/26 of 2024. By September 3rd, she went ahead and asked for a protection order. So those are the things I want to point out. He said he couldn't go to the hospital to get meds because it was very expensive. Again, this is all I have in a live. So I took him to the health department, and he saw a doctor on the way back to my home. He pinched the outside of my arm. I don't have this part, in all fairness, in a live, though, that I'm aware of, causing immediate pain and large bruise. On 6/26/2024, my daughter was making a tray of food. Ernie approached her and said, "You better stop." I believe I have this timestamped. For no reason, or I will sell you. I'm pretty sure it's on the second live I'm going to play. I was mad. He said he was kidding. Around 7 p.m., he told my daughter to watch the self-defense move he had me, and this isn't a live that I will play, move. He had me stand up and reached me from behind by my neck, squeezed till I was gasping for air, began to take me down. Wasteland, I think, put this one out. Knocked me to the ground in a matter of 13 seconds. My daughter's eyes had fear, and when he saw this and I was mad, he tried to tell me what to do if I get grabbed from behind. Ernie began to start being verbally and mentally abusive on July 7th. I was driving. Ernie took the back of his fist and hit me. I had ignored a lot of this due to him saying he only had 10 months to live due to liver cancer. I may have missed something. Until July 25th, or I have it out of order. This one on daily. That day I took him back to Northport Health Department, and he became aggressive and verbally abusive, so I did not go inside his doctor's appointment. Around 11 a.m., he said to pick him up, that he had to eat and go back in an hour. We went to Culver's, and he started making a video demanding me not to talk, and we do not have this that I'm aware of. I don't have it timestamped if it came out after. Told me not to talk. He was severely loud, and I told him an elderly couple looked scared and worried. He yelled, "I don't give a fuck." We left shortly after, and he picked up meds he said was for his kidneys. On July 28th, he asked me if, and we have this part in our live, he asked me and my daughter and her boyfriend want to go to New York with him, that he had to make a commercial for his YouTube channel. I said, no, I had foot surgery, etc. You can go. He said it was a paid trip to RNC. He then went to my daughter and boyfriend and her boyfriend and asked them what, and they said yes. Around July 31st, we left using my car. We stopped in Tennessee. So I don't think we have this part recorded that I'm aware of. And this is fucking hilarious. So he could see his family and stayed 2 days at a very rundown motel that he had said people got killed and their bodies were found in walls. I feel like we have that somewhere, but I don't have it in my list to play. I think I came across the timestamp though. August 1st, we went to New York City, stopping on the way where Ernie bought 2 knives, and we've got this timestamp, from something store. When we were almost to New York City, he told... Fuck. Yeah. I may have did it out of order. He was going to be paid $10,000 to do a documentary in human trafficking. Said me and the kids had to help by going in New York City tunnels at 1 a.m. I said no, and he said the kids will be safe. When we got there, we lost Ernie for almost 3 hours during an awful rain. We got that timestamp. After I drove out of the city and said something about 1 a.m., I said I can't read it. He was highly mad next a.m. and talked horrible to my daughter about me, calling me stupid, idiot, bitch, etc. After a week trip traveling, we again got to my house and Ernie said he was going to North Carolina to get medical procedures done, his brain chip reactivated in parentheses, and would leave August 14th, which absolutely happened, the leaving August 14th part. August 10th, he tells me he has to have a Zoom meeting at racetrack at 1 a.m. Said it wasn't safe at my house due to security of Zoom. I dropped him off around 4:30. I tried to call him and he just replied, hello. I went back to sleep at 9 a.m. He asked me to pick him up. He tried to open my car when I was driving. It took 25 minutes to get him in front door, etc. He was severely paranoid, his right eye severely bloodshot, and huge pupils. And we've got this. I don't know if I have it on my spreadsheet, though. I do have it timestamped. He made me walk around over 2 hours and looked through the entire house, and he withheld my electronics, and I could not call at all. I tried to take him to ER, and we've got all this timestamped, but would not go. This lasted till the next day around 4:30. He made up a bunch of stories, etc. On August 13th, my daughter came in my room. Ernie was laying on the side of my bed, told her to come here. This part, I do not know if I don't have it timestamped, and I haven't heard it other. He went under my cover, moved it, said, come here. I said, no way. He later apologized, etc. On August 14th, he went to Greyhound bus station, and I was almost there. He said he was getting his brain chip reactivated and was going to kill Trump. When I was mad, he just smiled. The night before, he was in my phone, and I had gotten text messages. We've got this, too. Not the deputy part, though. From the deputy, poll worker, job I was going to do. Something, I can't read that. Came the following Sunday. Oh, NP police. Came the following Sunday, looked through his things, and took my statement due to Ernie making YouTube videos saying he was in Pennsylvania, not far from Trump rallies. He had taken a video of me mid-July. I had some beers, don't remember anything, had like 4, which was unusual. I woke up to us having sex. My daughter was not home. I started going through Ernie things, found dildos, face masks, and other odd sexual things. I told him he could not come back to stay because of how he was, etc. And he had made videos with 2 strippers, engaging I don't know what that says. I don't know what word that is. Engaging, I think. Sexually on YouTube. I found his HIV meds, but he denied this. I notified health department, had to have multiple tests. I have to have 2 more in November. He played the videos on YouTube of me and said there are 5 people he was going to kill, and began asking Johanna Maynard and Nicole Ruggiero to attack me. Around August 29th, the U.S. Secret Service, FBI, and NPPD Detective Fagan said I could get a restraining order as they feel he would come back or contact me due to our safety. I and my family are truly afraid that he may kill me. Thanks, Debo. So, we have just about everything in timestamps. Yeah. And he does that. He brought up Leslie B 3 years later. They tried to set me up. Leslie B and Chaotic. I played this. He brought that shit up out of nowhere, right? How long? How long has it been? Leslie B's barely ever around. Chaotic's barely ever around. And if they are, it's not even really in this community. Okay? Where would they just come up out of nowhere? All right.
Calling at him, you know? And he was like, your mom's getting on my...
So this is 9/7/2024. 4 days after. And I'm just going to let this play a little bit.
My nerves, I'm going to leave her. I was like, bro, who you leaving? Like, I got my own shit.
I know. I was like, leave his ass if he's RP, please.
Listen, I ignored a lot of it because I swear to God, he did have me convinced he didn't have long to live. Now, the second time I took him to the health department, I asked him earlier if he wanted me to come in there with him for moral support. And he was like, yeah. And then when we got there, he like,
let me answer this. No, Mr. Kitty, but when you read it, it's jumbled, right? So she'll put dates on some things, but then she goes back and forth. So in that, there was August 1st, which was where she's got it. Oh, I'm sorry. August 13th, she's got it labeled, right? Then she just keeps going to, he was going to kill Trump. When I was mad, he just smiled. Night before, he was in my phone, and she's still talking about like August 12th, August 13th. And then she goes all the way to August 29th when she's describing the, goes through stuff. So she called the police August 18th. Just so you're with it.
like started arguing and fighting with me. So I like left his ass there. So now looking back, I think it was all done, you know, intentionally. And listen, I was, which has been taken out because I contacted the Attorney General's office, but I was trying to help him because he had us all convinced that the whole van thing was a setup. Now I'm going to tell you why I don't believe now it was a setup. Because before he went to North Carolina, he called me at 9 a.m. from, you know, leaving, 1 o'clock in the morning to have his, like, you know, special meeting or whatever you want to call it. I picked this guy up. He's trying to get out of my car while I'm driving. I looked at him. I said, I don't know what the hell you're on, but if you don't stop, I'm going to dump your ass out, or I'm not driving like I would to a child. So he stopped doing it. It took 25 minutes to get him to actually walk into the front of my door. Okay. Almost let my dog out. You know, I live alongside a road and everything. I had my daughter leave because I was like, whatever's going on with him, you know, she don't need to deal with this. And I actually did try to call the cops a couple times, but he took my phone all day. And I did try to take him. I did get him calm enough to actually get in the car to take him to the hospital. When I went to take him, he ran out saying, Jimbo's in there, Jimbo's in there. And I said, Ernie, knock it the fuck off. Jimbo's not in there. You're in Florida. No, he is. We can't be. I was like, look, if you don't stop your shit, I'm going to have some guys come out here and Baker Act you. He's like, what's that? I said, where they hold you against your will. So he did a highway run in the concrete garage of the hospital, which was 5 stories. And I was like, oh, great. So I drive up there, not knowing what to do, because, you know, I'm like, I didn't ask for all this. And he's up there, and I said, get in the car. And he's like, did you learn? I don't want to go in there. Okay. I said, you know what? Forget it. You don't have to go there or whatever. So his paranoid mania, or whatever you want to call it, I do believe it's drugs. I don't care what anyone says. I mean, his eyes, his pupils were so big. They were white. His right eye was all bloodshot. And I was like, what'd you do to yourself? And then he tried to tell me some guy drugged him. Okay. So I'm like,
Hey,
oh,
mods,
okay.
Don't stop anyone. Let all the freaks flag flies.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really care. People can judge me. I get it. You know, it was really a bad call on me. But I will say, when I help people during a hurricane or floods, I don't ask them their political party. I don't ask them if you're a felon. I mean, I've been trained to do that, not to do that. Okay, so
Well,
that's
these
bad
people
on my
don't
part.
realize that you're also a minister. Like, you're an
They don't
ordained
care,
minister. It doesn't matter. Like, when you're a minister and you like are an advocate, and you are someone who has assigned yourself to a person through you know, ministry or advocacy in these kind of situations, like, and you become a victim yourself, you're not, you are not like held accountable. Right?
You know,
It's like these people are not held accountable because of their IMDb's. They create IMDb's and say entertainment purposes only or whatever. Well, guess what, motherfuckers? Ministry also holds more power than even that. Just saying.
At that Tita at my house, he was so paranoid. He walked around my house for over 2 hours, looking in my closets, looking everything, grabbed my electronics, looking through them, and then he'd tell me, shh. And I was like, what the fuck? You know, and I was like, what are you on? I said, look, I'm trying to help you. He wasn't making no sense. So I talked him into calling his mother. He did. He talked to her for over 2 hours. This bullshit.
And then he called Xander.
Yeah, then he called Xander, and Xander even told them to leave me alone, you know, and shit like that. And, you know, the thing is, like, this went on until the next day around 4 p.m. And I was like, fuck it. I said, I don't want to deal with your shit. I said, I don't care if you have cancer or not. I said, nobody does this shit to me. And I mean, I personally think, you know how he does all that general awareness and he's one of the good guys. I think he's one of the bad guys. And when we can, you'll know why. But he's definitely, he is the opposite of what he preaches.
Hey guys, sorry, I didn't want to interrupt you, but I wanted to say something really fast before I forgot. Am I echoing or anything, or is it all good?
No,
No,
you're
you're
good.
Okay. When you guys were, you said, Debbie, you think it's drugs. I honestly, I've been thinking about it and doing a little research on it. And did you notice, anyone ever notice that when he said he was going to New York to be homeless, he had a couple highway runs or whatever you want to call them, episodes, whatever. Then he finds a homeless camp in Florida.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing on the streets. A lot of the people here in Florida are either homeless because of drugs or they're running away from like a sexual crime. That's where a lot of them are homeless from. And I mean, I've seen people meth out and stuff before, but I mean, I even told the police what happened. I said I couldn't tell if it was drugs or a severe like schizo PTSD thing. And SWAT team guy told me it's really hard to tell the difference. Only a doctor knows.
It
But
is.
see, he
It's
would
hard to tell the
not.
difference without the drug test.
Yeah, and he would not
like
go.
speed stuff. I think they leave your system pretty fast. So like, and it probably, since he's been doing this for a very long time, he would know what he could take and what he couldn't take to be able to pass a P test. So,
Right,
but
and I
you
think
notice
that's why he wouldn't go to the hospital. Blood work.
Right, I think so too. And if you
Mhm.
notice too, that every time he goes and stays with somebody, well, when he's not with that.
Wait, I can't hear you, Barbara.
You're going, Barbara.
Oh, shoot. And you know, Tina, I don't like to accuse anybody of anything, but that's the only thing that I can say because, like, let's say someone, you know, has a mental illness and they're having a schizophrenic attack, and I say it like a manic attack, okay? Why can they just snap out of it that fast when they know that person is pissed at you and don't want you to be around them? Do you know what I'm saying?
Some people with drugs, like if they do, it doesn't matter what it is for some people. If they do it, it makes them seem like they're schizo, like legit, and only a drug test can tell that if it's, you know, brought on by whatever drug they're using or whatever. We've also heard him say and seen on a police report that he said to a police officer during a highway run that he had taken meth. Then he said on a live at one point that he was getting, which we know CP they don't do anymore. They stopped doing those kind of shots. But also, if you think about his superhuman strength that he always talks about and all that, that could be from people.
No, he really has that. No, he really has that. Like, I know him real life, and there are gifts that Ernie Shell has, like, that aren't normal.
Well, I told you, okay, so I had to have foot surgery in July, okay? So when he was here, he was like, hey, let's spar. And I really didn't want to because, you know, I'm looking at like a 114-pound guy. I'm like, that's not even fucking fair. Like, I'm 134, you know? And I wasn't even trying, but he came over, he took me down in 2 seconds. I know he knows that karate shit, but then he wanted to show my daughter the next time, and he actually cut off my breath, and it scared her half to death. So then I talked to some people, and they said, oh, that wasn't to show, like, he's the best, you know, tactical person. That was to show that he could control you. And that is true.
Oh, you were nice to every person on YouTube besides Ernie or whoever else. You would have gotten more people to listen to you. Had you not lied about things too and people caught you on it, people would have listened to you. You can get so many more people that see this stuff and open their eyes if you're nicer and that just made me really bad. He needs to be nicer and kinder. If all that he really wants to do is spread awareness, then he doesn't need to be doing it to other people. Just the person
No,
that
it's too late for that. It's too late for that. You know, and really, like, I mean, like looking back at everything and the way things went down, like Ernie literally died, like no vitals, okay, like was dead as fuck, like super dead, and we brought him back to life, okay, and I don't really like expect any of these fucking YouTubers to understand like what the responsibility of that is on my soul and like who I am and all that is like saving the life of this fucking dude, right? But I did. I fucking like resurrected him. Okay, so he
Because
is
we're
someone who,
humans,
like,
Tina.
died. No, he died. He definitely died. Okay,
Right.
and
all the lies
and
guys too. He didn't deserve to be
Yeah.
well
care by you at all.
And
I'll be honest.
we need to set up a deprogram Ernie chapter. Okay. I put Peach in charge of that.
I haven't seen him in prison for
like
25
his
years.
resurrection now. Like
the leader.
that, like
right
from the point
time
of
to wake
his
up.
resurrection until now, like.
And this is why Ernie chooses these people. And I'm in no way talking bad. Please don't feel that. I have no opinion one way or another. Believing them or not believing them or believing Ernie or not believe, it doesn't change my life in any way, shape, or form. Okay. I'm just putting things together in a chronological fashion. I'm not here to change anybody's mind, do anything. But this is, in my opinion, the tug of war. And this is why, in my opinion, he chooses the people he does. They believe magical things. They believe things that the rest of us can't see. So I believe Tina believes herself, but the rest of us are just kind of sitting here with our mouths open. So when you do shit like that, this is why Ernie picks these people. Because when you say ridiculous shit like that, they throw everything out. A normal, rational person would be like, nope, we pick Ernie. And that's the fucking problem. He chooses these people, and I'm not in any way talking shit or being mean. I'm just pointing out the obvious. And it's fucked up. These people, you know, are decent people. No one deserves to be preyed upon, okay? But then he gets these people, and it's like a fucking yo-yo. And he up and down, up and down, up and down at will. Because they're fighting with themselves. Their guts are screaming, stop, what the fuck are you doing? And then something inside of them is like, oh, we need to help. And it's trauma. It's trauma that they need to heal from. And if they would just put 1/10 of what they try to put into others into themselves, they'd be healed forever.
Like what he proved his soul to be, like from the resurrection, literally, like literally.
No, they're not,
because he was dead in our fucking arms.
And they're not perfect. I'm not perfect. You know what I mean? Nobody's perfect. But the one problem here and why I put all this together is Ernie. So let me skip a little story. I'm skipping over the Tina put the Tina laid upon Ernie's chest and brought him back to life. And Tina, I'm a little mad. I may sue you for this.
Fucking shit about me. I don't care. Charlie.
Tina, if you brought him back to life, you've got some explaining to do, okay? We could have avoided all this.
Heard Ernie that day when he
Tina
was all weirded out, okay? He called him too. Okay. Now, this is what Ernie's tactics are, and I get it now. What he does, he can call them, say what he wants to say to them, then hang up.
I've never heard of that type of CPR before, Mr. Nobody. Nip to nip resuscitation.
And then say something different to the other person, then hang up.
Yep.
And then he's got many personalities. I promise you that.
Oh yeah, he did it to all those mods in those chat, those back Facebook chat stuff. That's what he did. He played everyone against each other. Any drama he could, he needed for that channel. He did it. Didn't matter who it was.
And
Team Rose is the only one who knows how to operate her magical boobs responsibly. Okay, not yours. Put them away.
Here's the thing. Like the reason I even tried to help Ernie is in the beginning, I did look into some of his things, and some of his things were real. Okay. And not to mention, I just thought everybody was bullying him on YouTube. But now, my experience with him, I think he's fucked a lot of people over.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just my personal opinion.
I think it's a game that they all did behind the scenes together. Like, where's Waldo? Except where's Ernie? And then Ernie flashing fake fucking police app lights in the background. Oh, I'm getting arrested.
Yeah, and he told me they all had a back chat.
All fucking working together all the whole time.
Yeah.
Bitch.
Tell him you saw him, Debo. Tell him.
Okay, Jimbo, let me tell you what happened before he left here. He's like, Debbie, come here. He was in my back room, and he's texting, and I hear him listening to your show, Jimbo. And I said, what are you doing? He goes, I'm texting Jimbo. I said, what do you mean? He goes, watch this. So he would send a text, and then Jimbo's phone would ring, and it would say, you're the best daddy ever. And Jimbo's not reacting to the messages. He keeps doing this. And it says, watch. And he does it again and does it again. And I said, well, what are you saying? He wouldn't tell me. And I said, well, this doesn't make sense. Why would he talk to you if he hates you so bad? And he said, oh, he doesn't know it's me. I'm calling from a VoIP number. But I don't know what he was saying. But after that, he kept telling me that all of them creators had a back chat that they're all in and talk. I mean, I promise you, he told me this. I mean, I have no reason to lie because why?
But Connie also wanted you to finish the New York story. I think that's important if you can.
Oh, okay. I know. You know what? I think this New York story is very important.
I don't know if you tell the New York story yet, please. It's so bad.
Okay, so he tells me that the RNC is paying for the trip, that they want him to do a documentary, and he needs to jump out of a helicopter. And I was like, wow. And he was saying something.
Put him away, girl. Put him away. Now, listen, this is what I want to put out there. If you learn and you grow and you go out to not do this shit again and be a better person, then it's all fucking worth it, right? This will serve in the future for people that will continue to get fucked over by Ernie Show. Okay? Because this is not going to stop. Not going to stop.
Like he was going to get paid all this money. So, we're going there, and I had foot surgery, and he was like, actually, Debbie, I'm doing a documentary, the Attorney General's.
Like I said, I have no opinion one way or another. It doesn't change my life any. I do think they became far more believable once I put everything together, but I'm not here to change anybody's mind. And it's okay to have a difference of opinion. You know what I mean? That's what makes us a community that can come together and just watch and look and take something away. That's it.
Daughter is paying me for this. I said, what Attorney General? And he said of New York. And I was like, oh, well, I never looked into her. And then I looked into her and realized that, people like her think people like us are crazy, that human trafficking doesn't happen. Okay. So anyways, he's
So
saying,
the Attorney General of New York sponsored the entire trip to
which
New
is
York.
not RNC, she's with the DNC. Okay,
Yeah.
so this is the information he was doing.
This is how elaborate the manipulation and the lies are to every person here on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yes.
Keep going. Sorry.
No, you're good. So then he tells me that he's actually doing a documentary on human trafficking. And I was like, oh, well, that's good. And, you know, I'm like wondering, I was like, so why do you need us here? You know, like I'm thinking, why did we have to come so bad with him? Okay. It was just odd because I didn't want to go. And like I said, he went back and asked my teams about going. They were like, oh, free trip to New York. Sure. You know? And so anyways, after that,
Yes.
he tells me.
And let's remember, this was recorded way back in September of 2024. A lot of them feel differently now. Some of them are still hanging on, but, you know, a lot of them feel differently. So this was actually over a year ago now. So
that we're going to have to go in the tunnels at 1 a.m. And I go, the fuck I am. I said, I know what's in the tunnels in New York City. I've been there before. I said, gangs, homeless people, hookers, crackheads, you name it. He's like, oh no. And then he started saying he had to do a rescue or something. And he wanted my daughter and her boyfriend to go with us, to go help do a rescue for 3 or 4 kids. So get this. I was like, no. I was like, one thing about it is if it's something I want to do, I don't involve my children or anybody's kids. That's weird. And I started questioning it because I know for a fact how rescues work. They don't take 2 minors.
Nope.
And a female that just had foot surgery with no gun.
I don't know how rescues work, but even I can tell you they don't take kids and they don't take older ladies
inside of a tunnel
Exactly.
to go rescue some kids. Okay. So,
but didn't hear
we,
anything. Yeah.
huh?
He's
so, oh yeah.
So the paper is or was the DVO that was written, the Domestic Violence Protection Order, which she was asking for it September 3rd, 2024. The consensual part was from the FOIA 8/18 of 2024. The I woke up to Ernie having sex with me part was written 9/3/2024. But none of the times did she ever say rape. Just to keep that clear. Well, I'm only going to November of 2024, okay? Because it already took me like 30 hours to put all this shit together. It would probably take me another 30 to dig through all the other lives that have happened in the last year.
But
Or
so
long.
then after that, you know, we're in New York City. On the way up, he buys these huge, and I took pictures. I showed Tina and Barbara them. Bought these huge like knives.
I believe the court was 9/16 and she did not go. And Ernie was in jail from 8/26/2024 all the way till February, I believe, January, February of 2025. But he was in jail when she issued the DV order and then didn't go 2 weeks later to push it any further.
They were slave demon knives, okay?
No,
he put him on his belt and everything. He had his Hours Rescue shirt on, walking in New York City with his hat on. All of a sudden, we get to this huge monsoon of a rainstorm, okay? Like, the water was literally past my ankles, you know, and we lost Ernie for like 2 or 3 hours there.
The guy opened up and fucking douched them and separated them from Ernie.
Yep.
Thank God.
I don't
So,
think they
yeah,
wanted
exactly. So later, about 9:30 or something, he comes to the parking garage where my car is, and we're soaking wet. And I'm getting in my car. I'm driving out of New York City. I was like, look, bro, you got something to do here. You're welcome to stay. I said, but we're not. So we left. We went out of New York City. The next morning, apparently, when I was putting my stuff in the car, he starts calling me horrible, awful names to my daughter and told her that I cost him $10,000 last night.
And this is in New York.
And we heard that before. I played that for you on the spreadsheet when he yelled at Cheshire Cat, "You cost me $10,000." Remember that? Again, a typical Ernie tactic. Why the number 10? I don't know. But it's something he throws around a lot. Ernie, you'll never see $10,000 unless it's in one of your little old biddies bank accounts.
Right after he was by himself for a few hours the night before,
Yep.
correct? Yeah,
Yep.
exactly. Mm-hmm.
So, at first when I was talking to the police, I was like, I don't know if he was planning on doing some kind of drug deal and thought he could get away with it because, a woman with her 2 kids, I didn't know what he was doing. And then I had 3 professionals reach out to me and told me that they thought he was going to traffic my daughter and her boyfriend.
Now, so again, she's in a vulnerable spot, and she, in my opinion, lets people in that freak her out and spin her out, because that wasn't in the report. And then, but she says, I talked to a professional, and that professional told me, So that's pretty much it from this one. Now, Wasteland, I believe, had the second one. We're going to play a little bit of that. Part 2 has SG on it. This goes on for like 4 hours. I just cut the heart out of it. Then, in order, Ernie calls from jail on Tiger Mamas.
I'll tell you what, it's a rich experience learning curve. I was in lockdown for the longest time in South Carolina, and I'll tell you what, when you're never them gang members, you learn a lot. You learn a whole lot of survival. But I do appreciate you guys. Thank you for each one of you people who wrote me messages. I'm back in Kentucky now. I'm in Kentucky, and I just want to get this over with and get my life on track. I do appreciate you. I really do. I can't say enough. We got some pretty cool people here I'm working out with. Doing well. But if anybody asks me questions, anybody got questions?
Jody Girl, say take care of yourself, Ernie. Jody Girl, say take care of yourself. Jody Girl, say take care of yourself.
Oh, yeah, thank you all. And if anybody wants to write me, you can check out Madison County and write me, or you can email me or something like that.
Anybody wants to write me?
I appreciate everything you all done for me. Thank you guys.
No, you don't.
I just want everybody to get along. It's a shame that people make people
No, you don't.
who they like and they don't like. I've never been one to do that. I never will be. But I do appreciate you all. I know.
That's the last thing he wants, is for everybody to get along.
Angelo, he tried to say that he's taking credit, or somebody's taking credit for the arrest and all that. I'll tell you all what happened. Do you remember when I called the Secret Service to verify that Karen X Factor wasn't the one that made the calls, wasn't the one that I was talking to verify that wasn't the voice, right?
Yes.
Well, when I did that, Secret Service picked my phone. They picked my phone. And the next day, they came. There was about 30 to 50 officers arrested.
And he said the next day. So no, that voicemail he played 8:19, okay, on a live, he was not arrested till 8:26. So once again, debunked.
Service, Homeland Security, the York County Sheriff's Department. They're the ones that arrested me. They picked my phone until they even knew that. When I talked to Agent Harris, the Secret Service, they had to have me talk to them. When I talked to them on account of the allegations that were made about me.
Now he said Agent Harris. And again, in the York County FOIA, no Secret Service whatsoever.
I talked to Homeland and FBI, and after I talked to them, they told me, they said, the only way we got you is because we
And in jail, he talked to Homeland and the TBI.
picked your phone. And they're watching YouTube right now.
And they're watching YouTube.
People take credit for it. He said, we're the ones that picked your phone, and the ones that got you. So, like Nicolina or Markella or whatever, they didn't do nothing. It was the Secret Service who picked my phone. That's what they think. Okay, they gave me full force. I'm looking. Anybody got any other questions?
No Fear said that he hopes everything's going well with you.
What else?
No Fear says that he hopes all is well with you.
You guys, I really do. Got to do it with Utah, with their gang members. I got to do it with Utah, and they put me in lockdown. But it always what it is. Everything's good now. I got, I got 12 days there, whatever, lockdown, 23 hours lockdown, 1 hour out a day, but, it gave me time to think about things. It worked out a lot. It worked out. That's cool guys here. I mean, I'm good. I'm okay. I mean, I survived a lot worse in my life than this. It's kind of crazy. A lot of people come out drugs. It's okay. It's okay. I make friends. People, it's what it's got to be. And I just want to give a lot back. And, and I will be rejoining with the Special Forces of Liberty, and we will be changing more laws. One thing
there you go. He will be rejoining the Special Forces of Liberty, and he'll be changing more laws. And spoiler alert, he's been out of jail for what, 9 months, 8 months, and hasn't done anything except landed himself back on the run. So this call is hilarious. I doubt she still has it public on her channel. Maybe I should clip it and put more out. I don't think there was any more about the Secret Service. He pretends he was in lockdown, and he will only use Tiger Mama to get his message out. And then 1326, Truth Hurts, says Secret Service didn't ping no calls. Let's go there. Oh, I think he's off panel when this happens. Oh, maybe she's not reading chat. Yeah, he don't come back till 15. Yeah, she's saying hold on.
Sorry about that. I thought I was live. I thought I was talking live. But listen, Angelo, this goes out to you. This is from the Department of Homeland Security. You're a fraud.
Angelo, this comes out to you from the Department of Homeland Security. Fraud.
The only thing they say to you is when you called in multiple times. They told me this. You called in multiple times, and all they do is say the regular protocol, which is thank you, and thank you for your help. You ain't fucking helping them, and you ain't working with no damn FBI even. And if you are, you're perfect because you're not, because I just talked to both of them. I talked to the Department of Homeland Security, the FBI, and the Secret Service. You're not working with them whatsoever. And I'm going to tell you right now, all that bullshit you pull is wrong. And what you're doing is just trying to get you're trying to get subscribers and stuff. You're a fake follower ass bitch. You sit there and you message me, and you talk to me through damn in York County when I was locked up for 23 hours a day and have 1 hour out. And the only thing you said, I'll put money on your canteen if you talk to me. If you just talk to me, I'll put money on your canteen. What did I tell you, motherfucker? You will lose. Didn't tell you nothing else, did I? I told you a little bit about Jimbo and Nicolina, and that's about it. And after that, I said, motherfucker, you ain't worth my damn time, because you're not. You're not worth my time, bro. You're not worth my time. You're a liar to the people. You're a liar. You're not working with no damn FBI and all this shit. You have Sarah the Ninja smiles up your ass, and that's just about it. The only thing you're doing is trying to get a little ahead of somebody. You ain't going to get nobody. You ain't nobody. Never will be nobody. Damn, I wish he's in here right now with me. Goddamn, he'd get some work. Wow, that'd be funny shit. Anyway, we had some fun with him. But
they're saying that you used Outlaw's name when they arrested you.
Do what now?
I guess they said that you used Outlaw's name when they arrested you.
Allegedly.
No, I did not. No, I never used Outlaw's name when they arrested me. No, I did not.
Well, he used the fake name. It's right
They
here.
knew who I was through facial recognition.
Oh, there was more. Okay, I'm glad I skipped it forward and played it. Hold on. There's more. Now, we do know from the FOIA, he gave a fake name and fake social.
They knew who I was through facial recognition. They had a like a tablet thing out there with them in their hands, and they facial recognition me. They knew exactly who I was. When Secret Service walked up to me, they didn't have to fingerprint. They didn't have to do nothing like that because I wasn't gonna talk to them. I wasn't gonna talk to them at all. And,
I should have had the fucking Men in Black clip ready. I'm slacking.
they shine that thing in my face. When they shine that thing in my face, it comes back to everything about me, everything I ever done. They knew what I was right off the bat. And York County come out around this corner now. There was, like I said, there was 30 to 50 police officers that was there. It was huge. It made the news down there. So I mean, it was real big. It was a big thing.
Angelo is the one. Angelo's the one that got that started that you used Outlaw's name.
Who did?
Angelo.
Angelo's a piece of shit, guys. He's just trying to get everybody on his side to try to bring in more lies on everybody else. No, that's what happened. Look, the Secret Service told me how they called me, how they did it. They pinged my phone. I called to verify that wasn't Karen on the phone, and that wasn't her voice. That's when X Factor, same thing. That's when they pinged my phone. But the next day, they contacted York County, and they contacted their city police. They had everybody out there. They had the Secret Service out there. They had Homeland Security out there. They had a member of FBI out there. They had York County out there. They had another police.
For a class, what is it? A class B, class C felony? You're telling me that they had, because right here it says theft by failure to make required disposition of property, class C felony. So you're telling me for a class C felony, they had 50 fucking agents out there? Jesus. Shell was located fleeing out of the back of blank in the county of York. Lieutenant Schifferly advised Shell. It sounds like just Schifferly and fucking Rodriguez or somebody else were out there. Yeah, Ramirez. Ramirez and Schifferly looks to be the two that went and got you. And then he refused to provide information to detectives to confirm his identity, to include providing a false name and false social security number. But we have to prove every fucking thing, right? But they could just lie at will. Makes no sense.
Police organization. I can't remember what it was. They had another one out there, and when I walked out, I took my pants. I had jogging pants on under my pants, and I just pulled them damn pants off, and I pulled my pockets out of my jogging pants and walked out. When I walked out, I raised my hands up. I said,
Hi, Tooth Speaker.
no, I said, I don't have no weapons, and I ain't gonna do no trouble, guys. And they come loaded to the gill. They was loaded to the gill. Secret Service turned me around and said, "Here, let's get out of the sun here a second." I stepped to the shade. I was making sure not to make no sudden movements. And York County came around the corner there, and they said, "Mr. Sherrill, you're under arrest." I said, "What's the arrest charge?" He said, "You got one out massacre." I said, "A little slap on it." "Yeah, but the Secret Service needs to talk to you." And I was like, "Okay." I wasn't going to fight with them. I mean, hell, there was 12 of them that was right around me, and they was 15 or 20 in the front. So, I mean, and then they were still pulling in. They was up the road. They had to.
Weird. This paper right here does not say anything about 50 agents. Okay. We have one supplemental report that says I sent everything to Agent Camp 8/18/2024, and then we have this saying Secret Service requests PD assistance for follow-up interview, callback information, no 74 checks, whatever that means, timer set, whatever that means. So I feel like they wrapped this up rather quickly, and yeah, whatever all that means. I feel like if there would have been 50 agents, that would have been a lot more timer set. You know what I mean?
They blocked the road off and everything to where they could go. It was wild. They circled all the places. They circled all the houses. They said they was in the woods, coming out of the woods. They was everywhere. Like I said, there was about 30 to 50 officers inside that.
Mm-hmm.
There was no getting out of it. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I don't know, Leslie. Let's go.
Can't hear Ernie.
I feel like their other name is who they're trying to impersonate, but their @ sign they've got to change, so I just let it go.
What?
Can't all hear Ernie. Yeah. Yeah, they can hear you.
I can hear nothing.
they was coming.
You want to know if what now?
If Nicolina warned you,
Okay, hold on. There's 35 people here. Go ahead.
That's what happens when you go to jail. Just saying.
they're wanting to know, did Nicolina warn you that they was coming for you?
Mm-hmm. Thanks, Peter. Okay, I think that's about it. Yeah. Okay. Let's go on. We are almost done, everybody. We are almost done. Whew. So Wasteland came through.
Get by and you think that this is the way or this is the way that you need to do it. I said, but that's a lie. I said, you don't have to be this way, Ernie. There's a lot of good people in this world that truly care about you, you know? And so I was very upset later on when I heard that he humiliated that woman and exploited her for things that she was victimized over years ago. I really don't give a fuck if y'all believe me or not. I really don't.
Well,
I'm saying
Ernie was
this
also
because
very charismatic. I mean, your parents even met him and loved him.
everybody thinks. Okay, that's better.
Okay.
I don't enjoy people grifting off my pain.
Yeah, I get it. I love you.
I love you too, sister. And because of you and Barbara Walderpool and my friends and my family, besides you guys, is actually what's gotten me through my horrible, awful experience. Like I had never had somebody just feel that it was okay to violate me the way he did. Never.
Yeah.
In my home. In my home. Yeah. And the thing is, like just what you said, Tina, I genuinely really had feelings for Ernie as a person. Like I cared about him. I was so worried about him. And all these people now that think I'm a liar and, you know, oh, I made up stuff just to get him in trouble. You're so fucking stupid. Okay. I'm going to tell you right now, without him getting whatever help that he needs, because I'm not a doctor and I'm sure as hell not a psychiatrist. Okay. Without him ever getting the help that he needs with who he is.
That's terrible, Lurking.
You will experience this from him. I promise you. And if you don't, it's because you're not around him enough. That's why.
Ernie,
I
nobody's
promise you
gonna be
this.
around him.
Hopefully not.
He can fucking eat lead soup for all I fucking care.
Yeah, I mean, he can fuck off and die. I don't care.
Yeah, I know. After all,
And I mean, I'm going to say it because if he does come here or come around my family, I was already told by, well, let's say this, professional people that protect the community. Yeah. Is that good enough? Lead soup.
Yeah.
And another thing I wanted to say, so after all this, and again, I'm embarrassed and not remembering things. He started being really nice to me. He started buying me things. You know, I'm busy. You know, I was doing a lot of, you know, community things. And
how do we find all the fucking crazies? Okay? How do we find all the fucking crazy? It's like Ernie Shell is a magnet. Yes, Lurking. I went too after what you said. Holy crap. I'm like, yo. Somebody needs some medication. Okay? So I may have skipped over it. Hold on. I don't know where the fuck I put the time.
you are. I said, you like to have something to hold over someone's head. That way, if they ever make you mad or this or that, you know, you have some kind of, you know, ammunition towards them.
Mm-hmm.
And my attitude was like, if you don't delete them, you don't need to be here. You know, like, because it was sickening. Like, I don't remember any of it. None.
Yeah.
And so anyways, he showed me, he said, oh, look, see, I deleted it. It's gone. So I was like, and then I brought it up later. I go, I still can't, why can't I remember anything? And he didn't say nothing. So, you know, I was just like, whatever. And started being his little like housemaid, you know, cooking for him, taking him up to a place.
My fault. I don't think I went back far enough. That's the part I was looking for. So I keep dropping Wasteland's channel in the chat.
So I know the look. And of course he said, no, yada, yada, yada. So anyways, you know, we were together at that time, like literally almost 24 hours a day. I mean, he was always going forward. Y'all saw that video he made of me. Okay. I have no recollection at all of him videotaping me. I don't remember anything that day. Did I have some drinks? I had a couple. I mean, I had a few beers, whatever.
Did you drink a beer though, or a 12-pack of beers?
No.
Exactly.
No, I think I had 2 tall cans of Bud Light. I think that's what I had. And I'm sorry, I'm 56. I know what affects me and what doesn't. Okay. I don't get.
Again, in all fairness, this is about less than a month later. She says 2, and the report says 4. Okay.
To that point where I don't remember anything.
I'm not saying it's a big difference. I'm just trying to point out things I heard or didn't hear. Just to be fair.
I had no hangover the next day, which was even more weird. Because if somebody's so obliviated and they don't remember things, then they're going to feel it. Okay.
But looking back, you feel that way. But the morning after, what was that like?
I woke up like I felt weird. Like I felt good. Like I didn't even feel like I drank, if that makes any sense.
Right.
I said to them, or said to Ernie, I go, yeah, I said, I don't know. I said, I don't remember anything last night. And he goes, you were pretty drunk. And I go, yeah, right. And then, my daughter was home. And she goes, Mom, you were really drunk. I said, what are you talking about? And she goes, Ernie carried you to your bed. I said, what? She was like, yeah. And then she waited till he left and she told me that she was very nervous, that she had come out of her room to check on me and he was standing over my bed just staring at me. And she called someone and didn't know what to do. And I guess she came in and said something to Ernie. He goes, oh, no, I'm leaving. It's okay. Stuff. So, I didn't think much of it. Then he waited till the afternoon. He says, Deb, I got to show you something. And I said, what? So he starts showing me these videos. I go, oh my God. And he's like shaking his head. And I said, what did you do? He's like, no, this was yesterday. You were so drunk. I said, no, I didn't drink that much. I said, I don't remember anything.
Right.
And then I said, oh my God, this is humiliating. And he goes, don't worry, I'm deleting these videos, blah, blah, blah. I said, no, I know how you are. I said, you like to have something to hold over someone's head. That way, if they ever make you mad or this or that, you have some kind of, ammunition towards them.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't feel like she had this conversation. I don't think this was a realization till later. And this disputes what she said previous about not knowing about the videos existing. So again, those are the two differences I wanted to play that stood out to me in all fairness. This is why I don't really have an opinion one way or another, because there's too much, back and forth, and none of us are there. So we don't know 100%. I like facts. Okay. I like the facts. So let me skip forward. That Wasteland, let me drop it in the video one more time. Yeah. And that's, it could be alcohol, could be a lot of things, but still ridiculous. All right. Now, there was another thing. The rape kit. In my opinion, it's being misremembered.
Word for word, Deb.
So this is October 25, Mama T.
Said on Tina's fucking panels is word for word what she told me. Word for word. She's telling the truth, y'all.
Yeah, it does. I do too, Ghost Rider. That is one thing I absolutely believe.
She's telling the truth.
And most of these things we can back up. We showed them. I pointed them out. Most of the things she said, we can pretty much back up. Not 100%, right? But it's pretty fucking close, all right? Some of it's just speculation. Some of it kind of fits. Like when you read through it, then you go back to those days, you're like, yeah, he was acting pretty fucking weird. So the highway run, we don't know. But in all fairness,
it really was, Lori. It really was.
Exactly, MacB. Yeah,
It really was.
again, no opinion one way or another.
Word for word, Barb. Word for word. She ain't lying, y'all. She ain't lying at all. Why would she lie about something like that? Knowing. Yes, it is. April.
Yeah, I need to find it. When I find it, I'll put it, because I bet I have it recorded somewhere. But I only made it to November. But allegedly he was in a highway run. Again, it's alleged, but I believe it. He was in a highway run, and he was so fucked out of his mind that he just started peeing and peed on her foot. Allegedly.
It was creepy, Ray. Hi, Linda. It wasn't when we found out, okay, when I found out what the hell had happened. It wasn't easy to hear. Exactly, Lori. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, he did, Barb. Yeah.
So that's the
He
beginning.
wanted to come to my house. Y'all remember a rape kit?
And then I wanted to play this.
Hi, Maggie. Well, Maggie, it's not. I'm sorry, darling. It's not made up. She has no reason to lie about any of that. Ernie did in New York get what they call a rape kit. Y'all know what that is? Y'all know what a rape kit is?
Let me replay this one more time so you hear it in its context.
Well, Maggie, it's not. I'm sorry, darling. It's not made up. She has no reason to lie about any of that. Ernie did in New York get what they call a rape kit. Y'all
Get what they call a rape kit. Now, this can be taken a million different ways, but she's going to expound on it. 1 second.
know what that is? Do y'all know what a rape kit is? Because Maggie, she said it word for word the same way that she told me and several other people. The woman is not lying, Maggie. I'm sorry. I love you, Maggie, but she's not lying. She's just not lying. Hi, Smiley. Hello, Dark Angel. Oh, okay. Thanks, Dark Angel. I appreciate that. Y'all keep thinking that all you want to. I give no fuck, okay?
There we go.
I don't.
So, Jen says, no. He was in her bathroom, freaked out, hearing something in the vent in the ceiling, screamed for Deb, and that's when he accidentally peed on her. So he peed on her. Okay? Thank you, Jen.
No. Katie, the other type of rape kit.
All right, here we go. So she's going to explain what she meant. Here it is. I'm going to piss on you.
No. Casey, the other type of rape kit. The kind of rape kit that a rapist takes around with them.
Okay. So, knives, zip ties, tape, dildos. But I hear this or twisted by some people, so I'm going to play it. That's its context in its entire context. Okay?
Can one of my mods grab Tina's channel and drop it, please? And her daughter backed her up. Yes, she did.
Okay. We've got one more, people. One more. Now, I said I did till November. Okay? I said I did till November. Yeah, but that's not the rape kit she meant. She meant a bag of what a rapist would take, like zip ties, duct tape. I don't know what a rapist would take. Yeah. So I wanted to clear that up because I hear that a lot. And I remember that day. I remember that's not what she said, but I wanted to make sure. Yeah, the voices in the ceiling were about to get it. So I kind of said it right. He was faking another highway run, and he was peeing and peed on Deb. I just left out the bathroom and the voices in the ceiling. So I got to add that to my story. Okay, last one. And this is actually, it's not out of sequence, but it's the continuation of the Secret Service LARP. And then we are done today. Okay, we're done.
Well, Shannon said don't go back to last year, right? But we got to go back to last year because you got me arrested.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Can you please explain?
You got me arrested when I made that call to the Secret Service, trying to prove that was not you on the call.
Yes, I did.
That was funny as fuck, though. I have to admit that. That was probably really funny.
Can I be 100% honest with you right now?
Yeah.
You're gonna hate me, but
Let me find out.
I completely knew what was going to happen.
Oh, you did. How did you know?
Because
yes,
you don't get to be an O3 in the Army without knowing that whenever you contact the Secret Service, they immediately have the ability to ping your geolocation, even if you are using burner numbers.
Yeah.
And so I was shocked. If you go back, I don't know if you saw that video, but if you go back, I was on video whenever you made that call. I didn't expect you to make that call. I did. You know, obviously when we talked offline,
I mean, you were my friend. I was going to clear you.
I was pissed off that, you know, Nicolino was fucking lying on me about that shit, trying to claim that. And so, but I didn't ask you to make that call. But and when you made that call, you could see my face. I was on camera. I was in my kitchen. I was shocked because I knew what was going to happen.
I played it. Okay. She was doing this on the camera. She was doing this with a black phone on the camera. Yeah, Ernie, call the Secret Service. That's why I like detransition my thought process, right? X Factor. That's why I detransitioned my main to add you to the LARP, because you are either a victim or a willing participant. Only you can decide, right? So this is from March 16th of 2025, titled "My Detransition: A Comeback Story."
And I was shocked at how easy it was for you to do that. And I got to be honest with you, Ernie, you were dying. You were not going to turn yourself in. And I did not do anything to stand in the way whenever you did that. And I knew what was going to happen. And if you hate me for that, you can hate me.
That's why I used to say that. Like, I would typically agree with Mama T when Mama T would say, what would she have to gain? I have seen people on here throw their entire friendships, entire friend groups away for a flat out lie where all they did was lose all the way around. And I'm like, what the fuck? Right? Because in my brain, I'm like, why would anybody lie about that? And then they lose everything. Blows my mind. And they do it at will.
If you want to pursue me, if you want to chase me, if you want to fucking box me or fight me in a year, whenever I get more muscle, because right now I will be honest, you have better arms than me. If you want to try to fucking pay the price, but you have to understand something. You are a better man. You are a better man now. You are, you know, as I understand, you're on probation. You are
again, things that didn't age well. Okay, because he is no longer on probation. He's no longer working. He wrecked his van into a tree. Rest in peace, squirrels and trees. And he's back to being on the run, which is exactly where we were a fucking 14 months ago.
Doing better. And you are not running anymore. You're not hiding. You're not dying. You know. So really, I did it to save you.
0-3, maybe.
You're welcome.
Against me.
Why didn't you just tell me? You could have called me and told me and said, hey, just turn yourself in. You know, I'm glad you did that. I'm glad you did it. You gave me a shot at life once more.
Are you, I mean, do you not remember the
Could be. Very well could be, Mount Violet.
conversation that I had with you? I only talked to you on the phone like 3 or 4 times.
All boys, I think, are big cans. Yeah, you might be right.
But do you remember when I was grocery shopping and you called me and I said, Ernie, are you going to spend the rest of your life fucking hiding and not becoming the man that you're meant to be? And then you said, I can't remember exactly what you said, but you were just like, choco money or something like that. But I asked you specifically, and I was trying to get you to turn yourself in. You wouldn't do it. Am I the reason why you went to?
You got to put me on the spot, don't you? Listen. I can only go off what I've seen. I've seen X Factor. I have it recorded. Log in with Angelo to whatever that thing, the military thing is. Was it X Factor's login? I don't know, but it was on their computer and they were able to log in. So I can't say one way or another, but what I've seen is someone log in from X Factor and log into eBenefits. Yes. Agreed, Viper. Agreed. Yeah, I don't know. But like I said, someone logged in, or someone's credentials were used to log in that day. It was with X Factor's computer. It was with X Factor's. No, you good. You good. I'm teasing. I'm never on the spot. I don't give a fuck.
Jill, no, you made that call. You got your stuff geo-tracked. Did I manipulate you to make that call?
I agree.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what CRNBC means.
You know, they did tell me, they said, the only way you would have ever caught you, the only way you got caught was making that call.
Yes.
I did look up the CBurn thing, if that's what you're putting in. Or I don't know if it's different. But yeah, I don't know what the acronym is.
And I know 100% that the Secret Service was involved because, yeah. You're not going to call the Secret Service and pretend to be some random dude just randomly calling the Secret Service, which is what you did during that live stream. And you're like,
again, we proved it. Multiple stories changed. Oh my God, could you imagine if I tried to do this with Ernie's story on how much Ernie's story has changed? We'd be all over the fucking place, right? Deb, what I think I pointed out 3 things that weren't on the sheet, but she later said, or were maybe on the sheet, but she worded differently. And I pointed them out as best as I could. But with Ernie, we're all over the fucking place. Once it was retina scanners and facial recognition and AI and 50 agents and 16 departments of criminal justice and all kinds of shit, right?
oh, my name is so and so, like you're having a casual fucking Facebook conversation, and then all of a sudden, you had people surrounding that building, right? Right.
There was about 30 cops that showed up. There was 4 or 5 Secret Service agents that showed up. There was fucking drones flying around. There was unmarked vehicles. When I seen them coming off the top of that mountain and behind that house.
This is a whole nother story. Like I said, could you imagine? It took me roughly 30 hours to put these 2 lives together. Could you imagine if I tracked down all the different stories? No way. I couldn't get paid enough to do that.
I was like, what in the hell? When my friend ran through that door and the police pushed through, I went out the back door. I beat the first set of officers. Like, they believed that I was actually working on the heating and cooling units because it was so hot. They believed that. I got to them. When I got to the Secret Service and Officer Mirandez or whatever, he come around.
Mirandez.
He had photos of me. They had facial recognition. It was crazy. I was like, yeah, this is it.
Well, I mean, I got to be honest, and I still stand by what I said. And like I said, you can hate me forever, but it's the truth. You are a better man now than you were a year ago. A year ago, you were hiding. I mean, you were literally going from one place to the other. Who the hell wants to stay in a position where you're constantly having to do that? You paid the piper. It's over.
Yeah, really paid.
If you want to hate me, that's fine. But I knew that I directly had I know it wasn't.
He put that mascara on again, and he's looking at X Factor with those googly eyes. Wasn't X Factor on panel the last time? Maybe not. Maybe it was Charlie K and Magic Angel. Yeah, I guess.
Because
X Factor was in the chat though, and Ernie knew it, so he was putting on the mascara to point the doomy eyes at him.
Nicolina and Markella. I mean, Nicolina tips you off every single time. She calls and she'll be like, hey, they're coming to get you. And then you were able to run away. This happened multiple times. People played evidence of that, of her constantly tipping you off, because to her, it's a game. She never wanted you to get caught. She just wanted to play around. I'm the reason why you got caught.
There you go. There you have it.
And you know that. I know
LARPers that. LARPing. So as we have deprogrammed Barbara, well, I can't say we. They deprogrammed themselves, okay? Let me clarify. Barbara's been deprogrammed. Looks like Debo's been reprogrammed. Tina's kind of there. Now, Violet's definitely there. Now we've got Kevin. Pete, you're it.
That's why I said what I got the money for, because
you're
pretty much done me in.
Because to her, it's a game. She never wanted you to get caught. She just wanted to play.
Which part? Do you want the I'm responsible for Secret Service part. I think it's 207.
Well, I mean, I got to be honest, and I still stand by what I said. And like I said, you can hate me forever, but it's the truth. You are a better man now than you were a year ago. A year ago, you were hiding. I mean, you were literally going from one place to the other. Who the hell wants to stay in a position?
I do. The first time they ever met. No, it wasn't the first time they ever met. But yeah, I got it. Yep, I got it.
Where you're constantly having to do that. You paid the piper. It's over. If you want to hate me, that's fine.
I tried.
But I knew that I directly had I know it wasn't because Nicolina and Markella. I mean, Nicolina tips you off every single time. She calls and she'll be like, hey, they're coming to get you. And then you were able to run away. This happened multiple times. People played evidence of that, of her constantly tipping you off, because to her, it's a game. She never wanted you to get caught. She just wanted to play around. I'm the reason why you got caught.
Yep.
And you know that. I know that.
That's why I said why the money.
Almost like they're playing the same game, right? Cat and mouse, back and forth.
Because you pretty much dumped me in.
Yeah, but I didn't do you in because look at you.
You actually saved my life.
You're in better shape now than I've
Saved
ever
my
seen.
life.
I've never seen you in. I mean, your arms are bigger
All these motherfuckers saving Ernie's life. Thanks, guys.
than mine, so
Yeah, but you saved my life, and I owe you that.
thank you.
That means a lot. It does.
You don't need to hide in the dark in the corners anymore and look over your shoulder every fucking
No,
night.
right.
You don't need to
Actually,
go
I
to New
agree
York
now.
and sleep in fucking sleep in the code and sleep in a box in order
Yeah, he was sleeping in Arkansas in the cold.
to keep the wind from freezing you. Those days are gone.
Those days are back.
No,
You know,
no human should be doing what you were doing. What you were
And he's doing it again.
doing, I felt bad for you. Got to be honest, I just felt bad for
So X Factor feels bad again. Here we go again. Full circle. 14 months later.
you.
But did you see that I was a friend, and I was your friend, and I wasn't a friend because I called Secret Service to verify it was not you?
I was shocked when you did that. I don't know if anybody recorded that, but
You were trying to one up X Factor. I literally just played it. X Factor made an impersonation of Kel's Bells, whatever it was. And you were like, oh, yeah, you can do that, but can you do this? That's literally what happened.
go back and watch my facial reactions when you actually make that call and then the agent picks up. Look at the way that I'm smiling, the way that I'm looking at the camera. I'm like, oh my God, this shit's about to happen.
Nope, you were doing this. And then you started like doing this weird. If I say, never mind, I probably shouldn't say that. I'll definitely get canceled. You were doing this. And then you started bebopping around your kitchen. Yeah, wrong.
So
I actually owe you. I really do. But no, you owe me tacos. It's tacos or Fazoli's, whichever one you just choose.
Yes.
You'll know it's me by the drive-through. You'll know the voice.
And the voice is fake. You'll notice that. He puts that voice on when he's throwing the doomy eyes at X Factor or others. Anybody he wants to do this with, okay? He makes this weird sound, and it's weird.
Sure, you dropped off. What happened?
I do appreciate it.
I'm on my phone, and when I slide downward, it like refresh the whole page and kick me off.
Oh,
I do
okay.
appreciate it. Because of you, I do have a second shot at life. I really do. And the career I have now is well worth it. Way worth it.
You ain't doing nothing, you fucking bum. Shut up.
Obviously, you have no clue.
I don't.
Andrew,
I really,
Andrew is a professional troll.
yeah, I really don't have a clue. I really don't really give two shits about you or anything else. So I mean,
I know it. I understand. It's cool. Nice to meet you, by the way.
Ernie, we met before you went to jail. You retard. Jesus Christ.
Oh, I'm sorry.
All right, y'all. That is the end of it. We are finally through the fucking ridiculous. Yeah, the doomy eyes. The doomy eyes. So I hope you got something out of it. If not, serve as future Ernie supporters. This will be part 1 and part 2. You're not alone. And yeah. He puts on a deep voice to sound all manly, and he's literally 5'6", 5'4". Thank you, Jackie. Thanks for hanging out with me today, guys. It has been a long one. I did about the same. I did about half and a half, so that was perfect. Because, gosh, my brain stops working. No. Maybe in a new set of victims when one of the tigers defects and I have to go back to my spreadsheet and chart it again. or if you bust out another motherfucking FOIA, okay? Thank you, Stasia. All right, y'all. I am ending. I'm going to go eat me some lunch. Thank you, Becky. Thank all of you. Thank you, Mac B and Mama T, JP Fluff and Patty and Texas Lady. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.